Never before have we had greater face a complex, rapidly changing world. Think of it a moment.
It is a world in which supersonic speeds are commonplace. It is a world that has seen the coming of the atomic bomb. It has seen the rise of the total state, the dictator, and the mass man. It is a world of new sensations, new excitements, new distractions.
So much to be learned by so many in so little time.
And I suppose you're here with no agenda, as per usual?
On the contrary, I'm here for comics. Hey, what kind of man are you anyway? I'm talking comics and you bring up chicks and romance?
The Supergirl one and the Starfire. Yeah.
The Supergirl one is still great, but then I was like, we should get Witchblade in on this. But of course, there's been no Witchblade things except the anime, so I went there and they had a magical girl transformation, and I went, oh, easy swap in, easy. We can totally do this. But yeah, guys, I hope you liked the slightly updated intro, still the same audio, still all that fun stuff. Clearly new clips. There is a fun thing. I'm just going to tell Andrew here at the beginning, but in case you guys are here right now, I don't think anybody is. I know it's been a while since we've been live, so I expect people to flood in over time. But I set it up in a really cool way where the quote now at the end, where she goes like, "How's your comic book collection?" There's like different ones now. Like a random one will play whenever we go live. So we have a bunch of different clips. I'll show them all to you. It's really fun. But that's what I spent my day doing. Andrew, how are you? What have you been up to?
I'm doing well. I've been super busy with work, but the holidays were nice. For the 2 days that I relaxed,
Gosh,
or
right?
tried to relax. You know how it is. You're in the IC.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I signed my copies of my Rippazine,
Which was
and
sick.
those are
Wait, is that still
currently
up? Is that still up on your
the video's still up. Yeah, the what's it called? The books are at CGC right now, so those are being graded and slabbed and all that. So I'm excited for those to arrive and then hopefully start shipping out before the end of the month because I'd like to get them in people's hands.
I know.
I'd really like to get them in people's hands. That way, I mean, I've got them in my hands.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy. Hold up, hold up. We're gonna solo that. Look at that, guys. It is real. It is in his hand. That is beautiful.
And that's just the standard.
That's just the standard
I got
one.
the spot foil collectors right here.
Oh my god. Ah. So let's see. He is foiled, and then the text, and then like the big what do you want to call it? Like the Rippazine logo. That's the word I'm looking for. Very easy word. I don't know which one.
Logos and he are foil and embossed.
That is beautiful. And guys, in case you don't know what we're talking about, this video, in case you don't follow Andrew on social media, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but Andrew, yeah, he threw up I think it's on the Twitter too, but there he is.
Yeah.
There's the man himself signing his blue shift. Look at that. Like, that's the crazy shot to me, is all of them lined like that.
Yeah.
So, oh, by the way,
It was wild. I was shocked how many there were.
An anti like smear glove.
Yeah, so it's funny. So
That's
I
cool.
recently, as a kind of Christmas present to myself, I got myself a drawing tablet, which I've been trying to learn how to do, which is really awkward because like I'm not used to looking at my monitor here while moving my hand over here and not looking at the pad. It's such a weird disconnect.
I used to draw with a tablet when I was younger, and that was so hard for me because like there is that like 1 picosecond delay between both like the pencil reception and then another delay between like the registering on the screen, which again, very small.
Yeah.
But when you're like in the moment, you're like, holy crap, like it's not working right.
It's slow going, but I'm practicing because I'm trying to get back into drawing a little bit. Working on my own kind of character model sheets of all my blue shift characters that I've created. Um, villains that I've created that I'm designing and things like that. And it's fun, but it's slow going because it's a new medium for me. I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
But my tablet, and I didn't know my tablet came with one, but I also ordered an additional one. It's it's like a not a microfiber, but it's made of a material that doesn't um, get picked up by the tablet sensor,
Oh,
so
so like
that
it
it
kills
doesn't
like the heat and
matter.
everything too.
Correct. So it doesn't matter
Oh,
if my
that's
hand's on there. So
cool.
it because as a
I might
lefty,
get that.
it's really hard to like not have
Oh,
my
can
hand
you not like
on there.
swap the because what I'm assuming you're talking about like when you're drawing because you're a lefty, all the tools are on the left side normally, right? So you're probably like hitting that a lot, like the tool bar.
Not even just that.
Huh.
I've just had a problem as a left-handed individual, like for the longest time. Like whenever I would draw a lot when I was younger, or when I'm writing, in more traditional media, like smearing and
Yeah,
smudging,
that's
because I
frustrating.
I never developed the ability to, and it's because I'm not like trained or anything. I'm self-taught as a quote unquote artist. I never developed the ability to like hold the pencil or pen very loosely
I
and you're
can't
just
do
moving
it.
your arm
It's
and
so
it's
hard.
all here. Like I have my hand resting on the tablet,
Yep.
which after a while my pinky gets super tired and sore.
It gets like it gets like a weird cramp and it feels wrong and you're just
Yeah.
like it kind of like repeating a word over and over again. That's like the weirdness you
Hmm.
get in your hand and like it's fine and you keep going but you don't want to because you're like it feels wrong. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's why I use my iPad because it's just like a one-to-one like paper, right? Because
Hmm.
that'll make it easy. Also, shout who did this video? Who like edited it, put it up? Was it Caro?
So no, Caro, she wanted to be there, but because she was getting prepared for
Yeah.
her surgery, she tried to basically stay home to not risk getting sick or anything like
Yeah. Oh
that,
yeah,
like
for
right
sure.
before her big surgery. Um, and so Brandon took the video and then sent it to Jordan, our video asset manager, and she cut it up and did her editing magic
Well, tell
to make
Jordan
it look
I
nice.
love her because she made the smart move, which was to up the saturation here in the video to like
Yeah.
communicate what it's actually like in your and no very
Hmm.
few people outside of like myself do that for bounding and it's like that's what you need to do guys communicate the
Yeah.
feel as well because like it'll look different in your hand as it does on the screen. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to shout them out for that.
Now she's great.
Yeah.
She's great. She
Uh
does her thing.
yeah, no, she's great, guys. Blue Shift is or Ripazine #5 is still up for pre or not. I guess it's not pre-order anymore. I guess it's just order
It's
now.
basically order at this
Yeah,
point because you order it, you're probably getting it this month.
yeah, you're gonna get it in the same batch as like me and
And
everybody else who pre-ordered it.
this bad boy is only eight
So
bucks.
cool, guys. Link is down
Only eight
below.
bucks, guys.
I'm excited for this. This is we're ringing in the new year, right? Like you spent so much time like developing it. Like I'm fanboying right now, but that's because like A, I love you, and B, like you've been working at this so much, and like I got goosebumps right now. Like my boy's got his comic going. He's doing the signing thing. It's so amazing. Oh my god, I'm a
It's
little
pretty
low.
exciting.
Always, Windows. I guarantee you, it's gonna be the thing
Oh,
where
it's probably Windows doing its thing. Yeah.
65. Yeah, that's not right. There we go. Here, I'll boost myself up for you guys.
Now you're much louder.
There we
How am
go.
I,
Cool.
chat? I'm
They, they,
assuming
they
since
said
they
you're
only
good.
mentioned
Yeah.
you that I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Just
Okay.
me is a little low. But before we continue going, guys, I'm glad to see some of you guys are here. Obviously, we got Masta. Masta, glad to see you. Happy to have you live with us all so often lately, especially with all the stuff that's popping up because I know you are also an active comic book reader and somebody who like he did. I don't know if you saw this. He shared in the Discord like he assembled his own. If you want to read the Flash, here's every omnibus in order like you need to buy. And I was like, that
I
is,
did see that.
and that was like his
However,
own thing. And
while
yes, he did.
I will give him props for
Yep.
putting that together, I will shame him publicly for yet not having read past William S. Loeb's and Mike Barron's run on the Flash.
Which is so funny because it's like everything.
So
It's
read Wade's run.
it's literally that meme of like the axe picking guy who like gives up right before the diamonds are on like the other side of the wall. Like,
Yeah.
that Flash part's fine, but it's right after that run where everything starts becoming like the Flash.
That's
Like,
where
that's
it
why
gets
we
hot.
love him. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's where it's like that's where it becomes definitive Flash.
Yep. And we also got Subhuman. What's up, Sub? Sub says, is the whole mutant hate in X-Men an outdated trope? I mean, I think you and I would say so. We've been pounding our chest about that for all of From the Ashes.
It definitely is. It's something that absolutely, because at the risk of bringing it into my modern day, right?
Yeah.
It's not like there aren't
My modern day.
still pockets of actual racists out
Oh
there.
yeah.
It's just not widespread like it used to be, right? So in the mutant world, in the Marvel world, you could do that. So maybe you have pockets of people, or you have a one-off person, or whatever, every once in a blue moon where that's a thing.
Right.
But you don't have your whole relaunch with that premise, because I just don't believe you.
No, especially at this point in Marvel, we've seen, like, the average citizen has seen the X-Men or various Avengers, like, save the world. So, like,
Multiple times over.
There's even, God bless her, she was, like, the only writer of From the Ashes to address, like, kind of take a shovel to it, but what's her name? In Storm. Remember? Because in Storm #1,
Oh, yeah.
like, mutants tear through, like, that factory or whatever with the alien machine. Or no. They discover there's, like, an alien sentinel that they're, like, sapping power off for that town. And they go and do all the, like, interviews with everybody. And the one guy's like, I know everybody says, like, mutants are supposed to be dangerous, but I saw that guy just, like, save lives on TV the other day. What are they talking? And it's like, oh, one person on your entire writing staff talked about this. It was really, really bad. But no, it's tired. It's outdated. Speaking of, so
you have to have something new at this point.
That's actually, do you remember at the very beginning of McKay's X-Men here, where we had like 3K and they were sort of like forcing New Mutants, right? And they were doing some big overarching plot. I don't know why we didn't just hang out with that. Like, we didn't need the whole everybody hates us again. Just have these 5 people who we already know, like, one of them's Cassandra Nova, so they already have reason to hate you. You can just do a I want to kill you plot. You don't have to do the whole society thing. Because then again, Subhuman, I don't know if you've seen this. I know you and I have talked about this. The next relaunch is just, Krakoa again. They're doing
kind of, Krakoa on Earth.
It's like, oh, we have the Academy again, and now we're going to open up the Academy, and it's a safe haven for everybody. And
what is it called? Out of the Shadows, or something? Not Out of the Shadows. That's the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie,
yes,
by
it
the way.
is.
It's something Shadows, right?
It is, but I mean, I think you summed it up perfectly when we were talking the other night. Like, I cannot bring myself to care. Like, I just don't care.
I'll say this, and I'm still willing to give grace, because it's, she's earned it thus far. But I saw the preview for the next cover or the next issue of Uncanny.
Oh, you did?
And saw there was stupid what's her name? Mutina, and I immediately didn't care.
Did you also see this? The next trade is like Mutina Massacre. Like, that's the name of it. And like, they're headlining her. And did I miss something?
But she only had one issue.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, did I miss something? And no, it's just that one. And yeah, I'm not excited I'll read it because I'll let Gail sell me on it. But
right, I'll give her the
no way.
Yeah, I'll give her the once over, right? Like, she has done a good enough job, and even a great job thus far with Uncanny. And there's some people that think that Unbreakable is like the worst. I've heard some people say Unbreakable is the worst X-Men book they've ever read. And I'm like, my dude, there are worse X-Men books in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s, and like almost every other X book out. In fact, not even almost. Every other X book that Gale isn't writing right now is worse than that mini was.
It's really, really bad.
Unbreakable was, like, it feels like you could kind of take it or leave it in terms of, does it impact right now?
And
no, it kind of feels like a Days of Future Past type of a deal from the Penumbra arc that we just had, right?
Oh, yeah.
So It's kind of all it was, and so it was kind of this what if future thing, but, like, I liked what she did with the
I did
characters.
too.
I love how she writes love how she
Gambit and
wrote
Rogue.
a kind of a mourning Remy.
Yeah. I like that we actually saw Remy in that first issue. Like, he was done. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like a Luke Skywalker, like I'm just crotchety, I'm done. It was like he lost rope and he has to stare
lost
at
his
her
everything.
every fucking day in that Galactus statue. So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it, buddy. I fucking get it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I thought it was only 3 issues. I
If
thought it was
that.
good. I liked it.
Of all of the bullshit surrounding that event, that was the only thing I enjoyed.
It's the only thing that was remotely decent in the X-Men of Apocalypse,
or
Age of Revelation, or whatever the heck it was.
Which by the fucking okay, so it kind of officially ended today. Here,
oh, did it?
I want to explain to how stupid this is. Okay, so as we all know, Age of Revelation there is an X-Men issue where Doug Cyclops invites Doug to join the X-Men. Doug Ramsey, I forget what his superpower name was, but whatever, Mr. Language Guy. And when he does, it starts in motion, this whole thing of this whole path where Doug gets kind of high and mighty and full of himself and says, I'm going to take over the world and make Mutant Paradise, take on Apocalypse's will. Creates the Age of Revelation world. That's where all of that plays out. When I say we didn't need that event at all, I mean it seriously. Maybe you could have done the one X-Men of whatever, the main spinoff they did. Because
the X-Men of Apocalypse?
No, not that one, because that's the one where they're fighting the Age of Apocalypse guys. But there's
which had cool art, but the story was stupid.
It's so dumb. It's such a dumb story. It makes me so mad. No. Not what was I trying to say there? There's how Uncanny became Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the name was for the main X-Men book during that. You could have either made it the main book, or if you needed to do an extra story, it could have been that one. But basically the entire plot was Scott and Hank from the future go back, they trade spots with the X-Men in our time because they want to come back and they want to kill Doug because they're we want to stop this. The entire in the main X books, we get some cool Scott moments. Again, Jed is just somebody who I have to admit knows Cyclops, or how to write him at least. He
knows how to write Scott and nobody else.
I will oh man, after we're done, when it's just you and me, I will show you how he handled Wolverine at the end, and it's so just embarrassingly do you even know what character you're writing? But the entire thing, they go into the future, and so we spend all of the spin-off issues, the Revelation issues, and then one issue before and now last issue focused on future Scott, seeing him operate in the future and then come back. This issue, they go, or at the end of last issue, they go, oh my God, Scott, you'll never believe it. Your Scott was crazy. We had to lock him down. We have no idea what was going on. In this week's issue, we learned that yes, they came back in time to try and kill everybody and to try and prevent the Age of Revelation. And they didn't do it because Scott realizes it's actually kind of a cool moment because future Scott breaks out of his cell, goes to Magneto, and he's you can do it. It's not hard for Magneto to just kill Doug. And Magneto goes did you just travel back in time to mock me? Is this Xavier's final insult or something? I don't have my powers. I'm in this stupid chair, which I bet you forgot about because I forgot about that. And so Cyclops is oh, too much has changed now. None of that's going to work. They send, Scott gets warped back. We learn that the future beast didn't come back with him. He got shunted off into a side signal. And whatever it long story short, one of the 3K members is the evil Krakoa beast, the one who was I'm gonna go genocide all the humans because I'm crazy. Yeah, it's really, really dumb. And then the issue just ends with oh, the future, you didn't stop it, Scott. What are you going to do? And then the shimmer out or whatever. And it's so why did we why did we do any of this? Why did we have to see the entire Marvel line like wiped out for a month? Like it's so dumb. It's so
Pointless event.
I wouldn't even call it an event. Nothing nothing of consequence happens. Like it is like Age of Apocalypse or Days of Future Past. It's just okay, that's there. In the future, I'm sure we'll see some character brought back or whatever, and oh, remember that crap? And it's so. What are you doing with the X-Men? Like, who cares about the X-Men anymore? I want to. I care about the Uncanny. Just nobody else.
Otherwise, the X office is in a bad way right now.
And like, I genuinely feel bad for you because they're headlining this next publishing initiative with Emma. Another Emma,
right at the forefront.
Right at the front. Exception, like she's literally just showed up at Exceptional. That it's so wild. She's not even anywhere right now. I cannot open a book and say, "Here's Emma."
It's like they don't know what to do with her.
I think they.
Like, guys, she's been headmistress of the school before. Well, you can just make her the leader again.
But you also know Marvel is super weird about like we can't have our like evil people be too evil, even if they had the past or whatever. So like they take the claws off of all of the character. So like you might have an Emma who's slightly dismissive, but you're not gonna have the one who's like, I will buy this entire store, not even because I want it, just because I want you out of a job, right? Like that's not who we're gonna get anymore. We got her in the miniseries, which was kind of like out of timeline. You know,
we had that Emma all through like the 2000s and the early 2010s.
Can't have that anymore. You can't have mean person on good team. I don't know. It's either that or they just don't know what to do with Emma because people are bad writers.
There's that.
All I have.
There's certainly that. I don't know what they have against Emma. And they're not doing anything with Jean right now either.
Jean's like coming back for the X-Men. There's that here because like Ryan Stegman just announced that he's leaving the X books, not Marvel. He's just like, my time is done there, and his last thing is going to be an annual, and it is this annual right here. They dropped the cover to it. Don't know what that thing is, but Logan, Kurt, and Jean, and I'm just like, again. This doesn't work anymore. She turns people into a star. You can't do this anymore.
You can't tell me that Jean has now fully embraced being the Phoenix and have her still part of the X team.
I'm
sorry.
Or even on Earth. It
doesn't work anymore. There's no universe where that makes sense in terms of threat level scaling.
Like you can make a case that the Phoenix might not be like omniscient, so maybe she's not all around the globe all the time like Wally in Kingdom Come. But the second she learns of a threat, it's done. There is no fight. Yeah. There is no monologue. There is no twist.
Speaking of Kingdom Come, I picked this.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Yesterday. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Dude, the Compact Com, I loved it. If you looked at the top 50 like graphic novels for December. All Absolute, Ultimate Spider-Man, and then all several compacts. Of the compacts. It was awesome. Like, you and I have been saying it, like DC is killing it right now, even if some of their offerings kind of suck. Like
these are bringing in new readers.
It's
right
crazy
now.
How much
or bringing people back to the medium. Like same thing with Absolute, and this, and Ultimate was as well, or at least Ultimate Spider-Man was. The other Ultimate books less so in terms of like bringing people back or bringing new readers. It was really only
I think it's like Ultimate Spider-Man, and then like in second place, but like a distant second is Ultimates. But then after that, like Black Panther, Wolverine, X-Men, those weren't necessarily like big bring backers.
They weren't big shakers and movers. They weren't like Ultimate Spider-Man primarily brought back, I think, a bunch of readers that had left and were pretty much like you're never going to give me good Spider-Man again. And then Jonathan Hickman was like, here's the beer, hold this.
It's
and
like,
then here's this book.
it's like that. I forget who it was, but I think it might have been James Cameron. But somebody goes into like a Hollywood executive meeting to like pitch their movie, and they just like sit down and they go like Terminator, and then they just write 2. And they're like, "Yep, done." Like we don't even need to like talk about it. That's
I think it was James Cameron. I think you're talking about that famous time where he went into like a studio head like meeting or whatever to pitch a movie, and all he did was just draw dollar signs.
Yes, that's what it was.
On the
and
whiteboard
they were
or
just
whatever
like,
it
"Yep,"
was.
like, "Okay, cool, all yours," right? So Jonathan Hickman just goes, "Spider-Man, Mary Jane." And everybody goes, "Yes, absolutely, give it." Sold. Like, I don't even care what else is happening. You gave us exactly what we wanted.
Yep. So much so that I paid a little extra, well, actually a lot extra, for a first printing of that cover A.
You didn't have one?
Well, I got it like 2 days after. It had like, and they were already sold out, but the LCS, this was when I still was in Austin. And the LCS that I went to there, because this was just I think a couple of months before I moved, or a month before I moved even. And they had one copy of it behind the case, and I was like, damn it.
You're like, fuck.
So I bought it.
Yeah.
I forget how much I spent on it, but I spent a decent amount. It wasn't at the point where like it had a bunch of extra additional printings already, so its value has probably gone up, I would imagine, because I've never opened the thing.
I just saw
it's been in its sealed
Absolute Batman #1 just
time.
sold for like 1,000, like not 1,000, like $700. Like, it's insane. Like that, how far that, like how fast that series is rocketing. So
that's crazy.
I definitely think Spider-Man will have its value in it. I mean, and if it makes you feel any better, remember, I went out and I rushed and I bought $80 for the symbiote one. $80 just for the symbiote one. And every time Midtown has their like, you know, Q through T is on sale or whatever, and I see like Ultimate, it's there and it's 40, and I want to shit my pants every time, but at least I have it. I have it. Like, that's all I cared about. God.
Yeah. I've also got the J. Scott Campbell one of #1.
Which one is it? The dancing one? Because he did like 3. I always forget which.
Yes.
Like him, yes. Peter and MJ just like doing the little tango. That's that one. Yeah, that's a really
that's that one.
Hey, you can get an
not
omnibus.
The Virgin one, because the Virgin one
with his art on it this week.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Brand new day, yay!
Shoot me.
God, so I don't know why they're reprinting it. That's not even like the part anybody's gonna care about. Like I don't know. I don't know. I hate it. But Andrew, what do you say we leave 2007 behind, which is when Brand New Day happened, and let's catch up with some stuff. What do you want to talk about? What should we jump into right now? We have our topic books, but there's so much we could cover. The world is our oyster tonight.
You know what? We should probably hit Ultimate Endgame #1, since that is the big event happening at Marvel right now. We should probably talk about
big event. Kind of dropping the ball really hard here, Marvel, from all reports. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but however, so first of all, this is one of those issues this is Marvel's getting in on the, predatory blind bag stuff that's going on right now. Started with Battle Beast. They picked it up. Everybody is doing it now. Like, IDW did it for Turtles, for Godzilla. DC did it for KO, yada, yada, yada. Like, there's a bunch of them.
And I refuse to support it, so I have not purchased a single damn one.
I will not do it. Like, I think it's so, again, if at the very least you made it so that if you bought a blind bag, there's that special pool of just blind bag covers you could get. Makes the situation...
You should not be able to get cover A.
Or
honestly, considering how many covers that they have, you shouldn't be able to get covers like A through D.
No, you have... you have so many to choose from, and then
and then there are like one-of-a-kind covers too.
Yeah, there are,
right?
which are which I thought was only like 9 of them, but apparently it's like 500 of them from everybody. Like Kevin Feige's got one in there, which is whatever, it's Kevin Feige, but it's still
Stupid. It's just like a scribble
I know
on a
it's like an
paper.
X and a 4 or whatever, and it's like
Yeah, I'm sure it'll
great,
be
man.
worth a bunch of money to
That's
some
yeah.
MCU stand that, you know, doesn't actually care about the
Hollywood
comics.
memorabilia at some point, probably. Like if
Yeah.
if Hard Rock cafes are still in business in like a decade, they'll probably want that or what. Or no, not Hard Rock. Planet Hollywood, which does not exist anymore. So my joke is already outdated by like 30 years.
Yep. Congratulations.
You saw the RDJ ones though, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I only have to show this because again, don't really care about this movie, don't really care about the MCU or him coming back, but this is just one of those like, okay, all right, I see you, RDJ, because he's actually not a half bad artist. Because we'll jump over
So
here.
wait, he drew a cover?
He drew 4. He drew 2 each of Doom and Iron Man, and like that's a pretty fucking good Iron Man. Like that's a really good Iron Man.
I gotta bring that up on my other monitor and blow that up.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
See, I would have expected it to just be like a Feige level like doodle, but no, dude, like that Iron Man looks like Chichetto drew it. Like it's weird.
Oh, real, dude, that slaps.
I now like as soon
good
as
on you.
My first thought after this was I don't know if he did it, but if he did any art therapy in prison rehab, like I want to see it right now because it's going to be incredible. Like it's, man.
Dude, that's actually really cool.
I know, right?
Like I'm sitting over here looking at my scribble doodle like blue shift character model sketch sheet that I've been working on, and I'm like, man, bro. Dude. I mean, I guess he can find the free time when he's not making tens of millions of dollars for a single movie appearance.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just like modular Mega Man. He's like, oh, I got to do this. Like, clink, clink, like took off his arm, and it's like, oh, Jack Kirby's arm. Thanks, I bought it. You know, at auction for $400 million because I've got nothing else to do with this money. Like that's what I do now. But yeah,
you can only spend so much money, in a year.
Okay, Simu Liu said that apparently RDJ has something called like he calls like RDJ land inside of his like area.
Downeyland,
Downeyland, and everybody was like, "Wow, what a diva!" Like, okay, I know where this movie's gonna go. And the entire time I'm sitting there, like, guys, if I was being paid like fuck God money, I would be doing this too. Like, what else is he gonna spend it on?
Like, and also for all the things you could like trash a celebrity for, you're gonna trash them for spending his own money to do something like nice for the cast and crew.
Oh, just because he put his name on it? Like, I'm sorry, don't you love Disney World? Do we forget about that? Like,
I was gonna say, like, what are we doing here, people?
Like what are we doing here? But yeah, like these are. I would love to see one of these in person someday. I'm not going to go out and try and get one because, again, screw blind bags, but I'd love to see it. But the entire reason we brought up the blind bags is because Marvel stepped in it, and however they packaged them, guys, they're causing significant damage to each cover that is contained inside. Like the staples are getting like crunched. There are tears along them. Right now, we haven't seen anybody report any of the sketches being damaged, but I mean, with 500 of them out there, there's got to be a couple of them. So Marvel is doing refunds now. It is only through the retailer. The retailers have to physically rip off the cover of the issue and send it back. It's to help scalping and everything. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's standard. That's standard operating procedure when it comes to like sending back. Like back when, I don't know if they still do, but like when grocery stores and things like that and Barnes and Nobles, like if there used to be not a buyback, but like a return and refund like program
Like
that they would have
yeah.
through, so where you tear off the cover, right, front and back, or at least just the front, and then you mail that right to them, and then you get reimbursed for the stuff that didn't sell.
Interesting. I didn't.
Yeah. And when I used to be a manager at GameStop, that used to be something back when they still made video game strategy guides.
Oh, really?
You know, in physical. Yep, we would have to field destroy them, and so we'd have to tear off the covers. And I have no knowledge of anyone ever not tearing off the covers.
To be fair, they're strategy guides. Like Prima Games in like the 2010s, and they still do it now. They're like, we're doing collectible strategy guides, right? And I'm like, why? Like, I'd rather go get the art book.
Well,
Like, what are we doing
everything
here?
became for a minute there. Everything became hardcover, and
Yep,
the
yep, that's
hardcover
exactly what I
strategy
was
guides
thinking of.
were like $50 or $40.
Yeah,
Like, man, I paid 60 for the game, or if
right.
I bought a collector's edition, I paid upwards of 100. Right? Like, I'm not spending that much on a guide. Like, there were franchises that I would get the collector's edition
Right.
for. Like, I have that for like the Zelda
I was
games
gonna
and things
assume,
like
yeah.
that. But and for the Pokemon games, like when they were still doing hardcovers,
I
I have
remember
all the
those, yeah.
hardcovers that they released of those because they were nice. They had extra material in the back. They would come with like some nice bookmarks and other things. And it's like,
yeah.
this is worth it to me as a collector, but just for any other game,
Well,
no.
but that, like, you also hit on something there too. Like those extras, that like I would go. One of the ones I really remember is the Halo, I think 3 guide from like Prima Games or whatever. It was their hardcover. It was all fancy, woo woo woo.
Oh yeah,
And I
I've
went,
got that.
wow, like that's pretty. Like, let me look at it. And every time I looked at it, I would want to buy it for the cover, for the displaying. But I look and I'm like, this is all. There's nothing new here. Like, there's no inside info. There's no interviews. It's just, this is literally just the guide, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm not like, it was such a weird practice. I get why people would have, like, I don't fault you for getting the ones for Pokemon, because those ones actually did have, like, they could lay out all the Pokemon. That's something I want to see, right? But for the rest of them, yeah, I don't blame anybody for not getting on that. Mobsta asks, thoughts on the K-pop Demon Hunters art book? I'm sure
there's an art book for K-pop Demon Hunters. Hold up.
I guess there is now, and I was gonna say, like, at the very least, I'm sure you either have it or it's on pre-order or it's somewhere.
I didn't know it was. I don't know it was a thing. Art book. Where is this? The Art of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Look at
Where is
that. This? Netflix award?
No, that's not. Directed? No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Whoa! No, shut up. I think I just blocked.
Netflix releases free. Oh, it's a digital one.
Oh, okay, because I went to this website, see, and like this is.
But they are doing a physical one. It looks like.
Oh my God! Shut. We're so done. We're so toast. Yeah, this is weird. That
pre-order already out of stock.
I guess I like that they made it available digitally, but I would want to.
Did they at least have a downloadable PDF in the digital one?
Let's see, chapters.
Because I don't want to just scroll through a website for it, right? I want a downloadable PDF.
I will give them credit.
For it.
This is at least like a nice reader for it. They're not doing like the up and down thing, so you can get like a better experience. But yeah, let's see. No, stop. I don't see it.
Chapter.
Let's go all the way to the end. All the way to the end.
Yeah, it just looks like it's strictly the website.
To the bathhouse.
Oh, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's cool to see all of this because it was a beautiful
pre-orders
movie.
Begin January 1st, 2026. That's what it says down there.
Okay, so pre-orders already ended.
Yeah.
And
or no, they opened.
Out.
So, if they sold out, I wouldn't be surprised if they had.
Yeah, they pre-ordered, or the pre-order sold out from what I was seeing in people's screenshots.
We'll find a way. Somebody's mom will be selling it because they don't know what it's worth. I know
I'll have to find a way somehow.
We'll find a way. It's easy. But no, this looks great. I'm always a big fan of like art books and stuff.
Yeah, I love art books for things that I love. Like I've got this nice MonsterVerse concept art book for Godzilla vs. Kong, your Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. And this thing's beautiful.
I love those like horizontal ones.
Yeah, it's cool because you get to see all the kind of character layouts and environment layouts as they're properly represented, kind of like on the screen and whatnot.
Oh, look at that! It's on eBay for like $12. That's what Masta says.
Well, it's certainly already. Oh, wait, what is this? Added to cart. Oh, I was able to add it to cart from here. Hold on.
Well, who knows? I mean, there's like.
I'm getting distracted by my K-pop girls.
I know. How dare you? Where's Miku?
Dang it! Where's Miku? Of course.
I'm sure. Let's be. I'm sure we'll
Fulfillment
find
is
it.
late April. Okay,
That's
cool.
not
So at
bad.
least I've got it pulled up here and in my garden.
Yeah, good. And make sure it's not like the coloring book or the poster book or anything, because that's what I saw when I was getting the results, where it was like, oh, this is like $15. It's a sticker book. I don't know what use anybody gets out of a sticker book, but
Yeah, I don't care about that.
yeah. So
I'm not 7.
well, like, do 7-year-olds even like it? I don't even know. I don't
I
know.
don't
We're
freaking
not
know,
here to
man.
talk about kids and their spending habits. We're here to talk about Ultimate Endgame, which we have been like again, guys. We warned you. This is going to be a very all over the place stream because we have not talked. Like, we've talked, but we have not like hung out since we last hung out here. So, yeah, Ultimate Endgame issue number 1. Marvel completely shit the bed. It is just funny to me because I mean, you and I, Andrew, it'll probably come up, but like the fact that DC is doing so smartly and so well, and Marvel just, it's like they're like Xbox, man. Like they just gave up. I don't know what Marvel wants to do anymore, right? But with Ultimate Endgame, we are finally here. We are finally, after 2 years of buildup, we are finally at the return of the Maker. He is coming out of his dome, and first issue is pretty much what you would expect of it. I don't think there's any real huge twists there. This was in the previews. We saw that the Maker, he manipulated the Eternals. He wiped them all out. We finally see everybody assembling. What did you think of this, Andrew? I wanted to ask you about this scene, because what's happening here is, Iron Lad's like, all right, Spider-Man, Peter, we're ready. Like, we're going to go to the Maker. And Peter's like, all right, let's do this. And Richard goes, I'm here. I'm coming with you. And Tony goes,
the hell you are.
Yeah, the hell you are. And also, that's not for you. That's for your dad. And the suit and Richard are like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Then we do, like, a second later, Spider-Man, like, thanks them. He's like, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, thank you for that back there, both of you. I knew he wouldn't. I couldn't. I'm you, dummy. You think I'd let our son go on a suicide mission? Like, did you like the scene? Like, because I'm
so
slightly
I
torn
didn't
on.
I didn't mind Tony pulling the symbiote suit off of Richard. That made sense to me. As both like a paternal thing, but also like, hey, I made this. This is my tech.
But also remember,
I can tell to do what I want.
Because there's supposed to be the whole meticulous. Remember, Ultimates 1.0 was the very meticulous plan of like, get everybody their specific things. I need my army, and his suit was one of the things they gave him, or he gave him.
Yeah, and that was one of the most important components, right? He even reiterates it in this issue. I think that he's like meant to be the key or important component or whatever that means.
It was meant
doesn't
for
involve
Peter Parker. Like, I like that.
Yeah. But the scene afterwards, the dialogue felt, and this is kind of consistent with the rest of the book for this first issue, and the dialogue feels like we're missing something.
Yeah,
it feels like this was rushed through.
That's okay, because like Tony and the suit, like it almost felt like they wrote that scene and then they wrote this one after to go, oh crap, like that felt a little weird. Oh shit, like they were backfilling it. Okay, I'm glad you sort of got that here with me too, because it is a very weird, like, it feels like it's primarily an Ultimates issue, obviously, because it's Dennis Camp. So like all the Ultimate stuff actually reads really well, but a lot of this intrapersonal stuff, like, did we talk about this? I don't think he realized it. Like, this isn't Ultimate.
I think we
Peter.
did. Yeah, we had this conversation.
Okay,
yeah, because
he
writes this Peter as kind of like just 616 Peter,
which is so tonally awkward because he's so disconnected from that Peter, right? Like, we've seen him make jokes, I guess, but he's not over the top, sort of like a child, right? Like which is what Peter. We've seen all the books. Like, he plays the role, he knows what he's doing, but like that's the Peter we know. What is the like? Where is it? It's is it right? I know. It's when they're in the dome.
Mask.
Yeah, like they're about to go into the dome. I think. I know he's talking. Obviously, it involves America, and Tony, and
where he's like, she's not wearing a mask.
Yeah, I just wanted, because like, oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, because so actually a pretty cool moment. I did like this where I did and I didn't like this, right? Like, there's this whole point here where you have the Ultimates, like Strike Team. They're going to go to the Dome. So you've got Iron Lad, America, Doom, plus Spider-Man. And, you know, Tony does give this explanation here because Peter goes like, where are the Ultimates? And Tony's like, they're everywhere. Like, we are actively fighting like 7 different fights right now. And we're going to have to be it. It feels almost anticlimactic that you're like, this is the end game. This is where everything's building. Only Spider-Man's here. Like, I think I saw a preview for number 2 where like Killmonger and Storm, like actual Storm, not May Storm, like they're outside of the Dome, like protecting them, like the assault team, making sure nobody can come get them. Why aren't you there? Like, where's the big splash page? I guess is kind of like where I'm feeling on this issue. But I did like that when they go in, the Dome cuts them off and you get this blip out, right? Where it's like, Iron Lad's coordinating and then everybody goes, holy shit, like, oh no, we are blind. Like, we have no backup. Like that. And I like the way, you know, he was cut off like mid dialogue in each panel you saw, like cut off, nothing. And then like not even the blink. I was like, ooh, very, very cool art there. Loved this moment of just like crazy Nick Fury LMD being like bang bang cowboy man, like hell yeah, like let's ride, we've got you. I thought that was pretty great. But then so when they finally get into the Maker's Dome or into the City of Tomorrow, there's this scene where they see Doom recognizes like the air is soiled, it's greasy, like there's something weird with it. Tony goes, all right, everybody, keep your masks on. We don't know like what we're breathing in. And you guys can see here, I'll blow it up. Zoom it in. We have this.
What pisses me off even more, and I didn't notice this the first time around, is he's doing the freaking meme thing.
Oh, he is.
He's doing the
I didn't even realize that. That hurts. They're trying to overly comicify him, or like make overly comical Spidey, and like it's drifting into Deadpool, and that sucks. I didn't realize that either. Like,
I didn't notice it until just now when you blew it up, and I was like, "Oh, did they? They did.
They couldn't help themselves. They could not help themselves." But then, as you guys can all see out there, Tony says, "Don't put on your mask," or like, "Don't remove your mask." Peter like does the exasperated, like almost like chibi anime character, right? Like, well, she doesn't have a mask. Like, whoa, like a Bart Allen almost. And it's like, that is barely okay. If we're talking 616 Peter, I could believe it, but I'd still also be like, why are you acting so childish?
Yeah, why are you being that over the top, Peter?
But for this Peter, no.
It's just completely out of character.
Like, he would have asked maybe, like, what about her? Why didn't she wear it? But he wouldn't like, but teacher, she doesn't wear one. Like, what are we doing? Like, you don't know them well enough to be playing around like that. And C, it's just not this Peter. And so that put me off throughout a lot of the issue. Because I'm like, who is this? Who am I hanging out with here? But from there, we get the Children of Tomorrow. They start attacking, which this is actually pretty cool. Andrew, I know, I don't think you've read it, but this links all the way back to Hickman's work on Ultimates, like when he was introducing the Maker and everything. So I'm like, damn, Hickman, like you've got this, you're consistent, you're keeping your character. I love it. This is good development. So for those of you who don't know what the city, like the children are, it's actually pretty cool. The Maker developed this like hyper advanced sentient race, but every single one of them is bred for like a very specific purpose, and they only do that. So like if you're an engineer, you only build and you only design. You don't know how to fight, you don't know how to farm, by like design. And so what you're seeing here is just like the most combat capable things ever created, which is, I think that's like a pretty good threat. So we do get a pretty good, I guess, like fight between everybody, where this was wild. I didn't see this coming. We have fucking Ultimate Deathlock.
This was out of left field.
Ultimate Deathlock is in here. that means there's an ultimate Doctor Who and an ultimate Transformers, and like, I don't think you were thinking right here, Marvel. You just opened the door. It's crazy. But also, like, shout out to Camp, because not only did he use Death Head, but he also used the Death Locks in a pretty interesting way, where they are just the actual droney, like, oh, they are just zombies meant to walk forward and blow up. I was like, oh, that's good use of that. But from there, we get the revelation that Death's Head is working for the Ultimate Immortus, who is Howard Stark. Andrew, did you read Ultimate Invasion?
No, I still haven't read
You son of a
Ultimate
bitch.
Invasion.
Then we have nothing to talk about on this page. But I will say,
I read the, what's it called? The one shot.
oh, so you at least got,
the
you at
Ultimate
least
Universe
finally, it took a year and a half. A lot of that was my fault, but you at least finally saw the scene where Cap holds up the fucking whiskey bottle, like the Molotov, and he goes, Jim, light me. And he just like hits it with like a laser blast, and Cap throws it. Like, that's so cool. Like, oh, it's Captain America. But from here, we get our last page turn moment, and I will give it to Camp for this. Maybe you feel different. I know this is my favorite character, but they turn the page and they go, oh, the Maker's not here in the city. He is the city. And I thought that was just like, I didn't see that coming. I didn't even think about that. Now I'm like, oh, okay, now we have like a real actual threat here. Not just we're going to fight. But
I thought it was gnarly.
Yeah, like,
that's for sure.
I'm excited to see what else they do with it. I also don't, this feels like such a good video game too. Like, how do you go and defeat the place that is like you are standing in, right? Like, it knows all of your moves. It might be cool. But I think a lot, I want to be more excited about this than I am, but there are just too many weird inconsistencies that like, it's very clear they didn't want to end this at here, like the entire universe. And now the cracks are starting to show, because
I still don't understand why they are to begin with.
I am of the belief that like they really. So I actually wrote an article about this on Bounding. Like they're ending it, and I was like, I kind of support this if they're doing it in the sense of like Hickman, Peach, Hill, Camp, and Condon with Wolverine. Like, you guys, what you've done here in this first like story, like, let's not fuck it up. Let's leave this as like, people will look back in 20 years and go, remember the Ultimate 2 universe? Like, that
But
was...
does that sound anything like Marvel editorial?
No. And that's where I'm laughing, because like, even when they try to do something where I go, hey, I actually get that and could support it, they do it in the dumbest way, where they go, oh, we're just ending it. Who cares what plot lines you guys were developing? Wrap it the hell up, right? I mean, I think that's actually a good jump to let's talk about this, because this is something I know, or this book I know you and I were both kind of like, what the hell? But Ultimate Wolverine 13. So if you guys
I've been loving this book. I did not love this issue.
That's what I was going to say, is like, if you guys have been watching us, if you've been hanging out here, you'll know that not only like did Andrew especially love this series, like I like the series a lot too. Less than him, we've talked about it. Chris doesn't swing enough with the character for me, but like everything else is fantastic. The art, I mean, go back and look at the last few episodes where I'm just like, the bomb, that's my favorite scene in the world. Like that was incredible. He didn't stop the bomb. Like, what are we doing? Holy crap. So if you guys, I'm not sure how plugged in you guys are into the news. I mean, I know you read Bounding every day, but I know the holidays have been spotty. Chris Condon, the author of the series, came out and he said, you know what? It's true. This book was only supposed to go to 12 issues. But halfway through, Marvel called us up and said, hey, can you add another like 4 or 5 onto this? Can you put an epilogue into this? And they went, yep, all right, let's do it. If you like read those 12 issues, you can tell like that is a like perfect open close story with the exact right lead in to bring Logan into Endgame, right? Like he's in the
that's
Sentinel,
how it reads,
right? Like you and I both thought that too.
The end of issue 12 reads like, all right, he takes Jean and goes into the little Sentinel buddy and takes off, and it reads like as though they're gonna go to the fight,
because he also, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pulling it up,
Tony's been broadcasting.
Tony's been broadcasting, and then that's what it is. Here, I'll pull it up, because this is the other thing, is like at the end of that issue, remember, he's like, I got Jean, I have the Sentinel. Oh, Eurasia's rising up. He straight up is like, this isn't for us though. Like we have other places to be, and that's when they like, jet off, right? That's everybody. If you guys read this book, you would be like, this is where we go to Endgame. This has to be Endgame. And then you see
we're going into Endgame with the freaking Phoenix.
Like we have her,
which we will need since we're going up against the Maker.
Right. And like it was also cool because it's like, yes, we have this weapon, but the obvious drama comes from like, can she do it? Would it be too strenuous? Would it like kill her? And then of course Logan's gonna go, I will not let you touch her, yada yada yada. But with obviously Endgame ramping up, and wait, where did Endgame go? Open up. Otherwise we can't talk about you. Where'd you go? Why are you refusing all this? So Ultimate Endgame, if you guys saw this cover, all of the other covers, Logan is featured very, very like prominently.
He's featured on a lot of covers for Ultimate Endgame.
Especially number 1 here, like he's right front and center. So I mean, you and I were both going, yep, here he goes. He's going to team up with them. In that same issue or interview, Chris Condon goes, yeah, it's like, he gets asked, how involved in Endgame is this epilogue going to be? And he straight up says it's going to be a Red Skies, Purple Sky crossover, which if you guys don't know what that is, back when Crisis on Infinite Earths came out, they went, all of these issues are tied in. You've got to get the story. And if you opened it up, all you would see, the only thing that mattered were the skies were red because of the anti-monitor energy. And then the Purple Skies is they did the same thing with that Night Terrors event where it was like, pick it up. Oh, it's just the spooky sky. That's all it is. So basically he's saying it's not that important. Like it's not really going to matter. You can enjoy it on your own, but it's not really going to interweave, which is like, okay, what are we going to do here then? And I think they really just should have ended it, right? Like speaking about Marvel editorial, I don't know why we're here, because this entire issue is like, we open up with a backstory for Ileana, which I don't like this, by the way, because the whole backstory here is she's talking about like, when I was a kid, I used to be scared of like what does he call them? Like the
monsters.
Yeah, the monster.
Monsters.
The Inside Man. That's what I knew there was like a name for it. And she does say like, I believed in monsters, and the main one was this guy called the Inside Man, and we get this visual of like hand coming Ileana. It turns out it's just the demon from like.
I initially thought that was going to be the Maker.
Me too. That makes sense. And then they just go, oh no, it's the same demon. Like, why not have like the Maker introduce them or something? Like, blue stretchy hand here. Who the hell else are we supposed to think this is? Like, so weird. But from there, we learn that Logan, like, this is what doesn't make sense to me, Andrew. Logan is in the sewers of the Eurasian Republic of Moscow, even though he was like he was jetting off. He was gone. He was done. He didn't need to be here. There was no.
There's no need for him to be here.
The Sentinel wasn't shambling. Like there was no block. He was in the free sky. Like he had everywhere to go. So that was the first weird thing. The second weird thing is that all of a sudden the Sentinel can talk and has a personality. Like that, I'm not against that, because did you ever read the Sentinel miniseries from like 2002, 2005, like way back when?
I know which book you're talking about.
Yeah,
no,
with Justin and everything, and his like, it's Big Guy and Rusty essentially, but with a Sentinel.
This is actually the second time we brought up that book on this show.
It is. Well, that's because the other time he actually showed up in that like Sentinels book, remember? And he was like good, bad, whatever it was. But I mentioned it then. Like I really liked that story, so I could see like, ooh, maybe you do an ultimate him or whatever, or maybe you reveal like the personality is named Justin or something. But no, it just seems like it feels like we're supposed to have already known that these guys hang out, or like they're like that is Logan's machine or whatever. It's so weird. But then
it feels super disconnected and incongruent with the rest of the book.
We've missed like an entire. This almost feels like this should have been in issue 12, right? Like. Again,
or this should have been after Endgame.
Or after, if you were going to let them keep going, you could have just done this. Like, dude, you could have left Phoenix there. That would have actually been kind of interesting. Like, I can't move her. Like she's dying. I'll get her assistance or whatever. She has to stay in Eurasia, and like he goes back to save her, and then that's where, you know, play it out from there. That actually could have been kind of cool. Instead,
that would have been your excuse for keeping the Phoenix off the board for Endgame.
Exactly, and it works too. It's not a dumb like, oh, they're in a different dimension, blah blah blah. Like it very much makes sense within the context of the world. But from there, we learn Jean is like, she's sick, she's dying, she needs medicine. So Logan goes, all right, I'm gonna go up, into Moscow, and I'm gonna find her the things. I got to be stealthy about it. I'll be back. As he's trying to, find another way out of the sewers, he comes across Ursa Major, who we saw one time in like one panel in the Ultimate Universe, like 1 year in or 2 years in or something. Like he's very briefly mentioned as another Eurasian experiment, which, okay, cool. I can get behind that. We know Ursa Major is in 616, making him like an actual feral bear. Sure. Great. Oh, and, the Republic's fallen, and he's kind of, going more feral, doesn't know what to do, losing his mind. I can actually really buy that. What I can't buy is that we needed to waste, like the entire issue on them fighting? And I'm not kidding.
It was like 18 pages or like something like that, or 16 pages. 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's when he kills him. It's 10 pages of fighting, which is
in a 20-page storybook
that is supposed to be right now wrapping up a big climactic plot line, or like the universe too. So, like, why did we need this? Don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful. It
feels like a filler issue. Yeah, the art's beautiful.
It's an awesome fight. But then I get to the end of, like, fight's over, and all that he goes in, he gets some medicine, and then he sees like, oh, maybe he has that moment of like, oh, these people are missing. Maybe I do join the fight. I don't know. And he just goes into the sewer, right? Like, it feels like an Infinity comic, like a free comic book day comic. It
was just a waste of time. Aside from looking at pretty art.
Right. Like, and it's
which I like.
No, it's great. It's still what's his name? Alessandro. Or no, actually, this was a guest artist. This was a guest one.
Well, really, his style was very similar.
I know, he pulled it off well. His name's Domenico Carbone, but still beautiful, but I don't even know why we were here. Like, and it makes me kind of worried for what the next 3 issues are going to be, because are you just going to stretch out one plot point through 4 issues? People do it. It's never good, but I don't know. All in all, Ultimate Wolverine was finally like a genuine big miss, and not just like I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Like, this was like, why are we here?
I can't even defend this issue.
Yeah, it's bad. So,
and before this, the only issue I didn't like was the one that was like the one that was just all inside Logan's head.
Which was, the
which you actually, if I remember correctly, you actually really liked.
No, that's the one I hate. Because that's the one where remember, because like we're 5 issues in, that's issue 6. We hit a hard like block, and that entire issue is like, it's drawn different, and then it's just the exploration of his head, where like we've done this plot line of like, Logan, wake up, remember who you are. Like, we've done movies about it, like several. Right? I don't need to see it again, ever again.
Yeah.
So, just I don't know what you're doing over there, Marvel. It's kind of concerning, because you were off to such a good start with your Ultimate Universe.
When Ultimate popped off, man, they were on game.
They were everything was blowing up the charts.
Now DC's just pushing their crap in.
Like,
Marvel had in the the top 9
they had one
sold,
and it was the crossover.
And it was the crossover with DC,
which is it. And then like,
that means they had no solo Marvel representation.
Zero.
Image did.
Like, Image made it up there. DC made it up there, and then Marvel they had to go on the back of a crossover. And it's even worse, because like, if you look at those top selling issues, obviously you've got some of the speculator ones, first issue of Hush, first issue of Absolute, but then there's like Absolute Batman number 6 or whatever, the final fight with Black Mask, which is like an amazing issue, but not necessarily one I would have thought everybody would have gone and poured out.
Well, and also issue
get-
15
Which of
was
course
on there
was Joker, which
with
is
Joker.
like they're, and then they had Flash on there, like Absolute Flash #1, which you and I talked about, is probably not so much the speculate. Like there's probably some genuine hype behind that. I mean, we were on it until it finally started coming
Until
out.
we read it.
such a disappointing, like, giant turd. I'm so, and they keep like every time I keep seeing him in other things like referenced. What was it? I think it was in the Absolute Wonder Woman where she teams up with Batman. What's her name? Kale has like a chessboard with all of the like absolute heroes on it. One of the pieces she like picks up is Wally, and I'm just like, I know you're there, but I like go like I don't want you
suck.
here. Like yeah, just like go away. Like
Yeah. This book sucks. It's
yeah,
not
like
good.
like I don't want to see you until something happens.
People were hyped for that book because of how good the Absolute Trinity had been up to that point. Still is.
You had an amazing Absolute
that
Trinity.
one was just not.
And then you had like, oh, we're doing Wally West, which is like, holy crap, like nobody loves him right now, or like nobody at DC loves him right now. And then yeah, just a giant slow rolling disaster. Yeesh.
It's but
at least that Nick Robles #1 cover is still like an amazing piece of art. Just the one of like Wally running forward with like all the energy or whatever. That's probably going to be the coolest thing we get out of this book. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Probably.
All right, but let's see. Do you have any thoughts on where we are, or last thoughts on where we are in the Ultimate Universe, Endgame, Wolverine?
I probably don't have any more thoughts on Ultimate Universe until we get the next Spider-Man, which isn't until February.
Which, yeah, and he's going to die. I know it, and I don't want it to happen, but I'm pretty, like, I'm not... Okay, you sent it to me last night, but, like, the Mark Brooks cover for... Here, I can just, like, pull it up. That's a very, very easy one to find.
Oh, yeah.
I
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Where
he's
it?
the only character that's not on it.
Yep. And, damn it. I had it, and you and I talked too much.
It's a red herring. It's a misdirect.
I have to. I need to believe it is. But it was really funny because if we go to his Twitter page and we go to that post, where are we? Yeah, my cover for Ultimate Endgame #5. Let's put it in the window that actually pops up. Oh, I was already on the window that actually pops up. Cool. So we go over here. Like, yeah, he shares it. And everybody is like, you're missing someone. Everybody's looking for Spider-Man. Where is he? Like, it's pretty great. Like, everybody is like, oh no, where's Peter? Yeah, where's Spider-Man? Is he safe? Is he safe? Is he all right?
Oh, man.
In your anger, Hickman, you killed him. No.
I hope not.
We'll see. We will see. But yeah, that's where we are with Ultimate Endgame. I don't even. I was gonna say, like, do I even have any like really cool covers to show off for it? No, I mean, you got my Maker one, and then I bought the Pete Momoko one, which at least they're on like, these covers are on like nice stock. I noticed that, like, improved cover stock, like not a lot, but like the cardstock one, and I appreciated that. They look pretty nice.
I like covers that don't get easily damaged.
Yeah, right? And especially when you put them in a fucking poly bag.
Yeah.
All right, but I think that's where we are with Marvel, or at least with the Ultimate Universe. Andrew, what do you want to talk about now? Where should we jump to?
Oh gosh, let's quick swing on this week's Venom.
Venom? Oh, yeah, let's talk about Venom, because I think you and I are going to have probably very similar thoughts about where we are right now. So,
what, because neither of us give a crap about Madame Mask?
Yes! Thank you! Holy shit! Like, I don't... Why does she even care? Why does she care about it? I don't get it. Like, the only reason MJ stopped her before was because MJ was in the vicinity. It's not like she was hunting her down, or like, I have a beef with you. But now Madame Mask is like, MJ needs to be out of New York. Like, okay, Flash is still here. Toxin's still here. I mean, Punisher.
She's like that one weird retard online who is probably a narcissist, and if you disagree with them on one thing one time and point it out, they eventually have a grudge against you for the rest of
And they're
forever.
just like
And
replying
they
to
go
every
out of their
yeah,
way to like be a pain in the butt to you.
or to like go to your
I don't know
warehouse and
anybody
start
like that.
slapping around on your property and acting like he's, you know, an intelligent, smart person.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But no, it is pretty much that, guys, because if you guys remember, we are now in sort of a lull. Are we in a Wally Bees moment? Because we had the Null.
We might be, because we had the reveal of Null and Hela, and then we haven't seen either of them since.
And then like
But then
we
they're
know
doing
the next
that
thing.
Null.
Yep.
Is it a mini or is it a one
Well,
shot?
Null is a mini, and then they're doing that Death Spiral Torment thing. So I feel like we're in a holding
But that's
pattern.
probably not happening until that's right. That's not happening until I think Peter's back on Earth, because I think they're going to tie in. They're tying in, I think, all of the Spider books back together. So we're going to tie in Peter. We're going to tie in Venom. We're going to tie in Carnage. And, you know, I mean, I guess that's the right time to do it, right? I just hope that, like, what we talked about, that I brought up, you know, the last couple of times we had an episode, that, like, they really take advantage of Peter coming back and seeing that Ben has been living his life and Norman has been living in his tights, essentially. It's like, man, and then his, like, should-be wife is bonded with the symbiote, right? And so it's like, this should just be like this weird absolute cluster
I just had
of
an extra
nonsense
I had an extra like thing ping into my head while your fangirl is here. Hi there. But the another layer there, Andrew, is fucking
and Mary.
Imagine like Peter comes back, Ben, like, what the hell, Ben? What the hell, MJ? What is Norman doing? And then Jonah is there like, oh, chill out on Norman, hear him out. Like, Peter would lose his mind. Like, you're justifying a Spider-Man and it's Norman. Like, what are we? Crash out. You know what? Maybe he is Torment. Maybe he is Spiral. And at this point, it's okay. Like, you get that. You deserve that. Yeah, Masta says gives off Psycho Pirate vibes with that golden mask. Unfortunately, doesn't really do anything as cool as that. As Psycho Pirate.
Yeah, no.
And also that mask, Psycho Pirate's mask does not exist anymore. It is not his mask. It is currently a database in possession of Amanda Waller.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
It's the Sanctuary database with all of everybody's like 9-panel confessions. Okay, so getting back to, I keep seeing you lately. I don't know why it's popping up on your feed so much, but like there are so many 9-panel pages recently, and every time one happens, you're like, I swear, I can't do it. I can't even be on Twitter right now. Like I cannot look at 9 grid layouts. Like it's over.
I'm so sick of people thinking they're Alan Moore. Alan Moore got away with it. I don't even like it when Alan Moore did it. No. I think it's a stupid layout. I hate it. It's boring, and it's also lazy from an art perspective.
But Alan Moore also only did it like once or twice. He wasn't doing it every single issue as if it was like his signature thing.
Made it he indirectly made it a thing by doing it.
Yes.
And then people were like, oh, this is going to make people think of Watchmen. No, they're not. Watchmen, as much as I'm not a fan on a subjective level, on an objective level, it's a well-written story, and it was a hallmark moment in comics and graphic novels. So I'm sorry, your trashy Alan Moore knockoff book isn't the same thing.
Again, I don't need 9 panels of Hal sitting there in silence and then going, I don't know what willpower is. Right?
It was even Will. Like, get out of here. Go away.
I hate that book so much. I'm
getting angry just thinking about it.
I am too. Let's talk about Venom.
And I'm getting angry, and I took January off of drinking wine, so I can't even like take a sip to feel better.
Are you doing the thing? I have a couple friends who are like, I bought the non-alcoholic wines and beers and stuff for this month, and I'm like,
no, that's no point.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. Like none of it tastes that good to drink independently on its own.
You are attempting to give yourself a placebo, is what you're doing.
Yep, and
and you're trying to trick your brain into thinking it's going to have the same exact effect. It's not.
It's a month. Just go for a walk. Just go
You're
for
dumb.
a walk.
Just
Yeah, right, Mary? My Miku backpack. Subhuman says, I've never read Watchmen. I think you've read it, haven't you, Andrew?
I've read it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think-
just don't own a copy.
Yeah, which is fine. You don't like it, which is fair. But like,
I also don't own a copy of Dark Knight Returns, which I've also read.
Oh, I think I got one of those for like Christmas years ago. So I think I have that one. But like with Watchmen, I think it's one of those like foundational texts, Subhuman. Like I would read it at least once. I'm not saying you have to like it, not saying it is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but so much of our comics are informed by that, right? Like in good and bad ways, like Tom King. But yeah, let's get off of Tom King because I hate him and we all should. Let's get back to Venom, which I actually really liked how this opened, even though I knew who was doing it, right?
Yeah, no, I definitely knew who was doing it, but the setup itself wasn't bad.
I actually really liked it because how we start this out is every single significant AIM leader that we've ever seen gets like a mysterious phone delivered to them and they pick up and they get a message and then they blow up. So you have the very first like scientist supreme, which is so awesome because he's talking about the super adaptoid, which was from all the way back then. And he's like, yep.
A long time ago.
I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Al Ewing, you know what you're doing. But
I mean, it's Al.
I know.
Right?
I should not doubt Al. Like Al, unless we let him go full Al, like he does in Absolute Green Lantern. We finally have seen Al go full Al, and it's like we say it with Morrison, we say it with everybody. Like never go full you. But the first scientist supreme, he blows up. This was crazy. Monica like Raponichi, like the old like AIM scientist. I'm pretty sure she's Lady Scorpion, right? Like who even remembers she exists?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Ultimate or female Scorpion.
That's why she sounded familiar.
Yeah, right. Because she sounded so familiar, and I was like, who? Oh my god, I think that's her. But I also love this too, because like, credit to Al, she's having some business meeting, and whoever she's with is like, are you sure you're authorized to like sign for AIM? And she's like, well, I know what's happening. We've all heard the like rumors, and I'm next in line for the thing. Of course, she gets blown up too, but I really just like that. Like it feels alive, right? Like the world, like she's doing the subterfuge, which anybody would do in this. Well, not anybody, but anybody underhanded enough would do in this kind of situation. And it's not central to what MJ's doing or anybody really. It's just there. But then that's where she gets got. So she blows up at the top of the tower, which, okay, did everybody go in this one?
I think so. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know how bro that's sitting a foot and a half away from her, and at that little small table didn't get it, or the person who delivered the bomb.
Well, that's the part that that makes me question, because every other delivery person lives, except for that one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe you're just being. I mean, you're a bad guy. I'm not sure you don't have to be logical, but I don't know. It stuck out to me. I was like, is that person toast? I wouldn't take that job. But then you get the current guy who we saw at the beginning of this series going, nope, I'm still here. I'm supreme now. Like my suit is all ready to go. It's all upgraded. Oh yeah, this one too. This one I presume was Madame Mask herself, because we focus on her heels there at the bottom. But she blows up the mech suit, and finally she goes to MODOK, and MODOK is now back in he's now through the line of succession. He's back in charge of AIM. So they basically team up, and he says, I can't do anything from prison. As long as you don't blow me up, fine. You're in charge of AIM until I get out. And she goes, all right, let's go. Again, let's go slay a symbiote for why I don't
reasons.
I don't know what you're doing here. Like
I mean, I'll at least Carlos Gomez draws are really nice.
Of course Carlos Gomez women, like I didn't send it to you. Like one of the previews for like the next Venom or whatever, wherever MJ pops up with Gomez, is just a like the in shot. Like it's not a full page, it's not a full panel, it's just like the in shot of MJ. And I'm just like, oh yeah, you know exactly how to sell this book.
He has my favorite interiors MJ.
See, it feels wrong, but like Chichetto has a really good MJ
I love
too.
Chichetto's MJ. Yeah. Well, Chichetto's
And it's like a
the thing about
different MJ.
Chichetto's is it feels like it's drawing from that original first appearance, the way that he draws her, right? Because he
Yeah.
draws a lot of black in her red hair, right?
Yep.
Where her hair's that like really dark red,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Whereas Gomez and most other, I think,
It's more like
I don't even know-
strawberry blondie. Well, not
Yeah.
strawberry. That's just more like
No, it's more.
red.
It's almost. Yeah. It's a shade more red than ginger.
Yeah.
A shade or two more red than
Just
ginger.
a little bit. Also, by the way, issue 253, we're still at it.
We're
I have
still doing this.
No idea what. I don't know what happened last issue, guys. I'm never gonna know what happened in the last issue of Venom ever again. I'm sorry. I'm coming in blind here. But all right, so we open this issue after we get done with the Madame Mask intro. We pop back in on our main cast of MJ, Dylan, and Paul, and we find Paul. You know, they're going through the whole motion of moving out, like they broke up.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I actually kind of liked this scene, like with Paul even in it, right?
The
Like,
scene was fine, and I did like oh gosh, there was it. I don't think it was in this scene, but there was a line dropped in this issue. Oh, I do have it right here. I didn't put it in my
in your
my
box,
short
yeah.
box yet. I usually put them in my short box as soon as I finish my stack, but I just didn't
I
have the
should do
chance
that,
to
but
yet.
like I just have a big piling stack, and then I do it all at once because I'm stupid.
That's fair. It's the scene immediately after that when Madame Mask is on the phone with MJ, and there was a hilarious. It was clearly a line, that to me
yeah,
reads like a dig at
yeah.
Nick Lowe,
Yep,
right? Looks like your ex is gonna have to move back in with you.
that's going to be awkward.
Can't
isn't
imagine
it? Yeah.
anybody wanting that to happen, right? It's
Can't
like,
imagine anybody wanted that to, like, with the emphasis and everything, and it's like, okay, yep.
Like,
We know
Ewing
Carlos
gets it, man.
Well, like Carlos and Ewing are in on it, because did you catch this? Whoop, I hit the wrong button. Right here when they're like fighting and finally like leaving the apartment, and like there's Carlos was here, like it's the only graffiti, but he's sort of pointing out like, I got them, I did it, guys, like I've got us, like Peter MJ fans, I'm here for you. And I was like, you cheeky guy. I also like, I really did like this bit of like Paul going, oh yeah, remember that episode? And everybody going like, what are you? Oh,
what are
that's
you
right.
talking
You come
about?
from a different dimension. I like that. Like a small little bit of just continuity, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I like that. I know most Masta. I know
It's not even
sus.
Paul
I
praise.
know-
It's just praising the scene that happens to have him in it.
Yeah, and like,
Those are two very different things.
and like, I will at least admit that like he, at least here, is like acting pretty mature about it, right? Where he even has that. He even says to MJ.
Well, he's
here,
not
like,
acting like Paul.
Right, exactly. But he's like, you know, it's probably best if we don't see each other for a little while, just while I get on my feet. And then what do you say, friends? Like, wouldn't have expected that from Paul when they were breaking up, right? So it's like, okay, I still hate him, and I don't think there's really redemption, but at least, you know, you're doing better, Paul. Like, at least for yourself. And I did think it was interesting that Dylan is still going to be split between them. Like that's pretty. I didn't expect that
odd.
dynamic. But then like Dylan kind of likes Paul now a little bit, or at least like more than MJ and Venom, because they're lying
I think
to
he
him.
likes. Well, it's a combination, I think, of the fact that he's pissed off at MJ and Venom, but he also, I think, as a part of getting his frustration out, he likes taking jabs at Paul.
Oh yeah, because Paul will.
So it's a
yeah.
matter of circumstance. Right?
I think it's a matter of circumstance, but I also think like Dylan probably has just that like in the back of his mind. He might not like you, but like he knows Paul's out to protect him, right? Like at the end of the day, Paul does want what's best for him, even if he's not like Paul does not understand symbiotes or any of this crap that's going on, right? Like for a kid like Dylan, I'd imagine that's probably something you want, considering your dad abandoned you, your symbiote dad abandoned you. All, you know, MJ is lying to you, so it's a nice little character development. I'm not saying anything can be done with his character. I want him gone immediately, but at least, hey, Ewing, good on you for playing with the cards you have, right? You're doing something with
No,
it.
he and Gomez are doing a great job playing the cards that they've been dealt with.
Oh, but I also did like This was the swing I picked up on. Did you catch this one? Because Paul and MJ are looking up, and Paul's like, you know what? I'm excited. Like, this will be good for me. It's going to be a brand new and then boom, the building like explodes, and Paul goes, oh, come on. Like, another brand new day. So I was like, oh, Carlos. And I will admit, like, I did feel bad for Paul, like, right in that, oh, come on. I'm like, dude, you are trying really hard here, and you were doing it right. And then, welcome to knowing a superhero, right? Like, it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, Javi would go through it or anything. Like, just a great little incidental moment. But then we get back to Madame Mask going like, I want you gone for no reason. Like, again, she never says anything except like, I want you gone.
Yeah, that's the weak point right now with this arc. And I hope that we get something that's much better. But right now there isn't good villain motivation here.
It feels like they're using Mask to be the villain, like Mask and Octopus and Scar are the villains to the symbiotes, but MJ is only there as, like, I guess, like the connective tissue. Like, okay, so if Mask is fighting the symbiote, have her hate MJ because MJ's are like, it feels so weird and forced and just not good. Then we Venom puts out the fire. He goes, all right, I know what we're going to do or whatever. I really liked this next part, right? Because we have MJ and Flash go out on their quote unquote date. And, Flash is really playing the part here about like, I want to talk to you about something. Like, I've been holding on to this, very much like a romantic intent. And as he grabs like MJ's hand, the symbiote's like, wait a minute, he's giving us a message, like a Morse code message. And then like, that
was really cool.
I like that. And then I like the way that like Flash kind of helps her play it off because she's like, I'm listening, but she focuses on the symbiote. So he goes, it's not easy to say, like, I have to think about the words. And then he goes like, but I feel like we could be more than friends, MJ. And then when she like, freaks out and coughs, he's, instead of realizing like it's her getting that info, he's like, oh, or not, right? Like he's trying really hard to play up or like get the other side for MJ. Yeah. I really, really like that. And then this was kind of, I actually do like this part here because Venom goes in and he realizes that he's been bugged, or him and MJ have been bugged. And they go, okay, like, bye, Flash. We got things to do. And the symbiote goes, do you want me to destroy like the bug? And she goes, no. Hear me out here. By the way, before we turn the page, Carlos, MJ, we all just need to appreciate. Like, there's just no reason.
Everyone should appreciate Carlos MJ.
My God. He's giving a Brazilian Gwen Stacy like a run for her money here. Like, it's ridiculous. But then with the knowledge now that they have a bug inside MJ, she actually goes back.
This scene was actually really good. This scene was really good. Mm-hmm. This is not an easy scene to write in a comic.
It really isn't.
This is the type of scene that works really well when written well on screen. Mm-hmm. But in a comic,
very
nail
hard
the pacing for this
and the like language and feeling of it, right? Like it's so easy to go, everybody's perfect at this, but like Paul fucks up a lot, which is like, I would expect that from somebody who's not up to speed or like actively a superhero or whatever you would say, right? Like it worked. It was so good.
Yeah, it makes it feel like they have their own little detective moment.
Mm-hmm. Right. And they all have their sort of like Scooby-Doo gang. Like they all have their part to play. And MJ is the point lady. She's letting them know what's going on. Dylan leaps into action. He's like, I got the solutions. Paul, tech guy, go for it. And Paul is like, all right, I actually know what to do, right? Like, hook her up to the nodes. I'm going to find it. And he gets it. But then, I like that part where he goes like, okay, I'm about done here. And MJ like puts up the sign. She's like, act harder. And he goes, with your attitude to our relationship. That is to say, like, I need you to see where this anger is coming from, MJ. You see it, right? Like where it's really good, man.
Al did a fantastic job with the dialogue in this scene.
It's so, and then you know what? Carlos put in that one little extra swing with the giant ass, like, hello, I'm vegan sticker on Paul's laptop. And I was like, yep, that's Paul. Paul sucks. This was great too. We flip over. Obviously, AIM is tracking them and like bugging them, but you've got like all of the AIM unit like completely like invested in the relationship drama where like MJ, you know, she's playing like, I don't have to put up with this from you. I'm going out. And they're like, yeah, you go, girl. Like you told him. And I'm just like, God, this is so great. Like
it's like a bunch of women sitting on the couch watching one of those whatever
like Real
whatever shows
Housewives
that
or
they
whatever.
watch.
Like,
Yeah.
it's and they're all just hanging out because they've
Real
got nothing else
twats
to do.
of New Jersey
Right.
or whatever.
And then like I like this bit here because you know one of the scientists goes like, guys, Venom's on the move, and they're like, yeah, duh, she just said that. And then he's like, but he's making like a line right at us. And then another scientist is like, it's New York. We're in the main like stripway. Like, of course he's gonna come by us. What are the odds that he comes about our window? And then boom, of course we all knew Venom was coming. And you know, he busts in.
Honestly, that could have been, and there's page constraints and things like that
A full
in
splash.
publishing in general, but I would have killed to have that be a double page spread of him crashing through on the facing page, but then the page turn page of it is all of the AIM guys getting knocked and everything like that.
Like the after effect of the coming in. And then you know what? I would add to that because it's the big 2 pages, and then on the second page put just one box of like the eye narrowing, like I'm here, like it's go time, like I'm ready to fucking eat you. Like, yeah, that would have been a lot better. I can get behind that. Pardon me. Whoa. Pardon me again. But anyway, Venom starts, you know, kicking ass really, really well. I still like how Carlos and Al do combat, right? Like they're using the symbiote just like runs on the top of the ceiling. I know it's pretty Spider-Man-y, but we don't see that, right?
Yeah.
Like just
Carlos and Al write Venom in kind of the most dynamic way.
Yeah, they
because
really do.
Eddie he's kind of like just a freight train, right?
Well, I mean that's why he needed Venom's help to do the like brain like investigation thing. Eddie could never do that. Eddie would try like, let me try, and he would just make like Green Lantern style, like just a big old like pickaxe, and it would just go like right through your fucking head. Like he's not what do you call it? Like delicate, I guess is probably the best term for it.
He's not exactly precise.
But then again, I like that little bit up there where I kind of always like these jokes. I know they're very common, but they're like, I surrender. And then like, you better, and you know, web them or like hit them with your optic blast or something. Like, I like those jokes. I know they're easy, but they always get me. Yeah, exactly. But then this is where it gets even dumber, right? Because Venom goes, Madam Mask, come out, let's do this. And Mask goes, all right, let's do it. I've got big combat suit.
I've got the Iron Man Mark 1.5 armor.
Or whatever. Yeah, like, I don't...
And I painted it gold.
Which, like, okay, good, yeah. That's what I want from my, like, comic book villains. You get tacky as hell with your gimmick. But it's like, this is clearly supposed to be, like, the big reveal, like, the big, like, oh, it's go time. But I don't care about Madam Mask. Madam Mask has never shown that she's, like, a fighter. Ever. Like, she's a spy. She's like Black Widow, so... But worse, because Black Widow's Black Widow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Natasha would kick the crap out of her all over every single borough.
I'm pretty sure Natasha, like, if we did like a Marvel KO, Natasha could probably have a good run at least at the top, right? Like, Hulk probably takes her out at some point, or Thor, but she's getting up there. I'll give her over Spider-Man just because I think Pete would get like bamboozled by all of her spying or whatever, and just kind of like, all right, I'm done. Take it.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's where we end on Venom. I'm still really liking this book. I just don't like anything to do with Madam Mask. Until you give us a solid motivation.
Yeah, we just have no motivation right now.
It would have been, you know what? Imagine this. Imagine if like we learned in issue 2 or 3 that like outside of Madam Mask, when she's Whitney, she's dating Flash, right? And then she just misinterprets like him and MJ's like friendship and closeness because, you know, they're concerned about Peter, right? Oh, they're meeting up a lot. Like, why are they meeting up a lot? She starts thinking like, oh, you are, you know, taking my man from me. And then
Right.
when he reveals like, oh, I'm anti-Venom, because I'm sure it would come up at some point, she goes, oh, you were all in on it. You stole my, like, the guy I love, like the guy I really liked, and you made him a weapon. Like, I'm gonna come kill you, MJ. Like that, even if it's something petty like that, I would actually think that that'd be hilarious for this book. It would be perfect.
It would work.
Yeah, so I guess it's just countdown to Torment or Spiral or whatever the hell that is. That
Death Spiral.
Death
yeah.
Spiral,
Or
whatever it is.
Spiral. Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, Venom is still good. We'll see how the rest of it plays out. I'm very glad Carlos is back. Was he back in the last one?
No, we had a guest artist
That's what
still
I
in the
thought.
last
That's what I
one.
thought. But yeah, with Carlos back, it's fantastic. Fantastic, Carlos.
He's so good.
All right. With that awesome book out of the way, let's see. We've got like an hour, half an hour to go still if we wanted. Where should we hit? I think we had something to talk about. I'm like actually blanking on. Oh, should we hop over to DC?
I should hop over to DC. The main things I definitely want to hit are the most recent Absolute Batman. Not necessarily Arkham isn't as important, but definitely want to talk about the little crossover with
Wonder
Bats and Wonder Woman and this week's Absolute Superman.
This week's Absolute Superman, and I do think we need to give like at least like a nod to Batman, right? Like,
oh well, yeah. Oh, God, how did
you know
I
what?
freaking
Let's
forget?
just start. Let's just start with that.
Let's
book.
start with that because that was my
Hell yeah,
book
dude.
of the week. That
'Cause
book was amazing.
This book, I love this book so much. Why are you guys not opening when I tell you?
Only 5 issues in, I am buying the trade.
I'm buying the trade. Oh, I have a question for you, by the way. Is there every like when we share our pulls every week, you always have like regular cover A. Is there a reason you're not getting the foil? It's the same price.
For the Batman one?
Yeah, like these ones, because I.
Maybe I'm not seeing them, or they're getting gobbled up before I get them.
Because yeah, it's like this one. It's this cover. It's the one of him and like Robin standing on. Yeah, it's all the cover A's. They're being printed.
I think I only have one of the foil.
Boo!
Yeah, I think I only have the first foil cover A.
I gotta at least get you that second one with Batman and Robin, because that's just that shot is it's beautiful. But enough about Batman and Robin. We'll get to Batman and Robin at the end of this issue. But issue number 5, Batman, Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez. Just I don't think we've. Like,
he is so good. When was the last time you read a car chase in a comic book that banged?
I couldn't tell you. I think the only car scene that really comes to mind is from that issue of Batman, where Tim's like, "What the hell do I do? You have a secret gear? You like, what does that mean? It means I have the coolest car ever." That was just
a brief thing.
Right, exactly.
This was a whole sequence.
And like, as opposed to Wolverine, where yes, like this is kind of a big chunk of this issue is that sequence. It felt like things were happening and it mattered.
Has a purpose.
Yeah. It was really like well done. So, as you guys all might remember, this Matt Fraction run, the whole point of it is sort of to reestablish Batman in sort of his more like bring everything together. Yes, he's still dark, but he's not super edgy. He's got the blue suit again. He's leaning more into the detectiveness of it. I would almost say it feels like a blueprint for the DCU, how the DCU should do Batman. But that is not. None of that is connected. That is my pure just like thought. There is no relation there. That's not what's happening. It just like
it's far more. Like it's far more like Denny O'Neil or Chuck Dixon Batman than it is.
It's
like,
very Chuck. I would say it's like super Chuck.
Way more that than it is like early 2000s. We're gonna make Batman super dark and his suit's all black and
Jeff
like
Loeb.
He's hella edgy and it's like okay, I get it. Like, he's called the Dark Knight, but we don't have to like turn it up to 14,
we get it. Batman Begins was an incredible movie. Everybody loved it. Can we chill? Right? Like,
can we stop pretending like that's the blueprint?
Please. Oh man, Masta says it would be cool for Batsy to get blue in the DCU. I really hope he gets blue in the DCU.
If they could make it look good on screen, I would love it.
It obviously won't be like the same shade as we get on the
Yeah,
comics.
no, it's the bright blue is only going to work in the comics or in animation.
But we can, we can get darker blues and stuff. We slightly saw an attempt slightly in that awful Flash costume, like in the Flash movie, because he's got like a slightly colored like cowl and then like a gray thing, and then he's got that awful armor. But it's like,
Yeah.
an attempt was made. You didn't do it well, but I can see that you're at least like aware. You're not gonna get points for it, but good on you, kid. So yeah, with dude, yeah, bringing that up, like it is very Chuck Dixon-y Batman, because it's both like hitting the city, but it's more focused on like Bruce. Like we explore the city through him and the events surrounding him, rather
And it's doing
than
a lot of the logistics stuff as
yeah,
well. Like when we do the little side panels that break down the tech that he's using in
My
the moment,
favorites.
right? Like I love them doing that. That's
Mhm.
fun.
And like again, they're not going, they're the one where like Robin has his shoes and he's like jumping on the walls, and it says like
Mhm.
electromagnetic shoes can give you like temporary grip to a side. Like you don't have
Mhm.
to go into the super like let's get realistic and explain it. It's
Yeah.
comic books, guys. You can give
Yeah.
that really easy explanation
You
of
do not have to do hard science. And if you are writing within a fantastical universe like superheroes, I would advise that you not.
yeah, right? Like imagine somebody trying to go in and like give you the realistic applications of the Force. Like no, like just
No.
no, we're not doing that here. But as we meet Bruce again, if you guys remember, where we are right now is that the main plot is Bruce has discovered that Dr. Zeller, who works for him at Wayne Tech, is developing a new, again, it's called the Storm of Crown, or the Crown of Storms, and you put it on and it's supposed to help like, mental health recovery and psychosis and all that stuff. Great invention. I hate, like, stop, don't name it that. Like, don't
Yeah.
name it Death Machine. Like, that's what you're
That
asking
sounds
for.
like a drop I was trying to get from the raid boss.
Yeah,
right?
100%. Oh my god. Yeah, like, is this is this all winter? Are we doing DC all winter again? Like,
Right?
that's
Oh,
not what we're
gosh,
doing here.
No.
Such a weird time. But if you guys, so last issue we had that really, really good moment with Bruce going to go meet her for the first time to talk to her, and she's on like the treadmill, and she's like, read that. If it doesn't answer
And
your
they
questions,
had a really good flirty scene.
Oh,
like
man.
a really good flirty scene.
like the stopping the treadmill and her like falling
Yeah.
back, and he's like, "Hi, I am Bruce Wayne," or what?
and he catches her, yeah.
Like, come on. Even if, like, I will even admit that's a little cheesy, but like it'll work, guys, and it did for Bruce. Like,
yeah.
cheesy does work, right? Oh yeah, Subhuman. It's rare. It's a rare thing to see a Bruce Wayne central issue, especially one that isn't like, oh, we're focusing on Bruce, but we're going to talk the entire time about how like Batman's his real identity or like whatever.
Right.
Like, we're actually looking at like Bruce right now. Like, he is just himself. So if you guys remember at the end of that meeting, Bruce was like, I want to talk to you about this more. Like, can we meet or whatever? And she's like, do you think this is a date or whatever? And he's like, I'll pick you up tomorrow or whatever. So we open on the start of that quote unquote date, which actually, like, I love this because Dr. Zeller, like Bruce shows up, he's all dressed nice. He's got, a really hot looking muscle car. Dr. Zeller's like, oh, you think this is a date, right? And she's kind of like poking fun at him the entire time. Like, you got me a present? Why are you dressed up? And I like it because at first you could actually believe that like Dr. Zeller did, like, Bruce was a little like forward in making it a date. Like, Bruce does that. That makes sense. But as we'll see later, like, I love the bit at the very end where Bruce is like, and she's like, what? And he's like, heels and a skirt. You thought this was a date. And she like doesn't have anything to say back.
She's got nothing. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, like, now I want you two together. You're doing the right thing. But before we get to
Good
all
chemistry.
that, amazing chemistry. We start with, they just get in the car and Bruce notices like there are motorcycle thugs. Like,
he
they're
notices
following
them
him
right
everywhere.
away.
I do like that too, because that's another one of those like Jimenez things where like he highlights it. Like, you see Bruce right there, like he looks specifically at his mirror because he's like, now I see the motorcycle guys. So as Andrew was saying, that's where we lead into our car chase with, again, another phenomenal like flirt moment here where Bruce is like, Dr. Zeller, like I read everything. Everything you work on is hopeful and inspiring. I was hoping we could come to terms on funding over like a nice meal. And she goes like, I'm sensing a but. And he goes, but I think those men following us are trying to kill you. And it's like, what? Yeah. But then, yeah, she even does freak out. Like, kill me? What? Who? And it, like Andrew said, we now just get this amazing drawn car chase from Jimenez. And like, first, like, we'll break it down, but I just want to give, I think this is the second time they've done it in this run, but like the tapping on the brakes to throw somebody forward. Oh, they did it with Damien, right? Yeah. When he was on the Batmobile. And it's so simple, but it's so effective. And we never see people do that in like movies and car chases. So I'm just like, Bruce, yes, like world's smartest man right here. Go home, Moon Girl. We're not even talking about you. Oh yeah, and then like, the 1-2 combo right here where he like hits the brakes. It flings the dude off the hood, but then it also like since it stops, the two behind him just whoomp like right over the top, right? Like, and then of course we get a cheesy like, it's so cheesy. This date is so cheesy, but I get like even me, I'm like, yeah, this works so well.
I
like,
just realized what this issue reminded me of. It actually reminded me of my favorite. It's kind of a pseudo rom-com. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a movie with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz called Night and Day.
Oh, the like spy, or are they spies? I forget. It's like action-y. I've seen that movie. Yes. Yeah, where
this
like
issue reminded me of that movie.
Where like he is like Bruce is doing his spy thing, but he like does it so well where he is still like keeping it believable that Bruce Wayne could be doing this. Like
right, yeah.
Like it's so great. Did we already pass that part? Oh yeah, because he's like starts like weaving or whatever, and she's like, "Do you always drive like this?" And he's like, "I do. I've won awards for it." And she's like, "Awards for driving? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, it's so good. But yeah, I actually that Night and Day comparison is pretty perfect. Even if I would like, I love Tom Cruise. I don't think he would ever make any universe like a good Batman. Like he's just not a good Batman. I can't.
No, I wouldn't put him as a Batman. I could put him as other characters.
I'd put him as, if we're doing DC, he's my Hal. Like I would make him Hal.
I was gonna say he could play a Hal.
Definitely Hal. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked the like rumor where they were saying that he was gonna be like the superior Iron Man in whatever that last like thing was. Oh, I think it might be Secret Wars or whatever. But like didn't pan out. But I thought that could have been fun to see Tom Cruise doing like anti RDJ, right? Like in an acting sense, could have been fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so from here, and like I was saying, like it's so cheesy, but like this, I feel like if I were in this situation and I were like I would say these kind of cheesy lines thinking they're great and they would land because of the situation. But she's like, why is this happening? And he goes, some guys just hate seeing the doctor, I guess. And then he puts it into like second gear and like flies off. And I'm like, so lame. But in the moment,
acting like cocky, suave Bruce Wayne.
Which
here.
He like speaking of like the movies and stuff, like with Bale, I always thought that was the best part about his Bruce Batman was his Bruce like playboy.
He was a great playboy Bruce. Yeah,
and that's what this feels like. Like this feels like it could be a scene with Christian Bale in it, right? Dude, this is like right here. He just like does a spin out
the car
and uses his car as like a whip ram thing. Like it's so awesome. Like Jimenez, I'm so happy you're here and you didn't disappear again. But
please
stay.
Please stay for a long time.
You and Mora, just I'm okay. Like we'll clone you. We'll talk about it. But then like Jimenez.
And this is that's a great 2-page.
So as we saw, like he uses his car as like a whip, like a side ram, smacks into one of the guys. One of the guys, while he's flipping over, manages to grab onto the car and pull himself a little forward and take a swing at Dr. Zeller. It cuts a little tuft of her hair.
Reverse catches her hair.
Do you think
too smooth?
Do you think and that's where I was getting. Do you think like that was him like being smooth Batman like we saw in these last pages, or do you think that was like I'm in Batman mode here? Because like that felt too like precise. Like
to me, you could probably read it either way.
Oh yeah,
I guess it depends on perspective. The way I read it that was Batman coming out for a second.
Yep, that's what I did too. And like,
Right. That was where the reflexes start to push the bounds of believability for somebody who's just like maybe they've trained in some action stunt type stuff
right, like
and they
I'm a
live
rich guy
a
who's
kind
got
of a
nothing else to
reckless
do. Yeah,
lifestyle. Yeah.
like
now
Jack
now
Grimm
we're
actually,
talking
right? Like on the islands and
yeah.
stuff.
Now we're crossing into like superhuman reflex territory, right?
See, I also like this is definitely me reading into it too, but I took it a step further, and maybe this is something, maybe it's not, but like like a super scientist woman being hunted by a whole gang, like it with Batman coming in, I can see Bruce going like no DNA, like don't give him anything, like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's not about like
That's what
it's
yeah,
like
that did cross my
no
mind as
info,
well.
like we are not giving
That-
them jack
That's
shit.
world's greatest detective.
exactly,
Going like,
like-
nope, you get nada.
So awesome. And then crashes it off of a bridge, which is kind of insane if you were to see this in real life. Like
Yeah.
he clears the entire like street and just goes straight into that like building front, which I laughed a lot about. Oh, also, did you notice this? And maybe I'm crazy. Has there ever been explicitly like a Little Tokyo in Gotham or in DC? Because that's the neighborhood they hit here, right? Like you see it down there, like Little Tokyo, Yamamoto Avenue, overpass, and then yeah, it's all like Japanesey Little Tokyo on this page.
Did Chuck introduce one? Because that would have been something that Chuck would
It
have
would
done.
have
I
been,
can't
right.
remember if he did because it's been a little bit, but that's something that he absolutely would have done. I do remember that in the Bale films, and I think it was in the first one, I think it was in Begins, there was kind of like either a kind of a Chinatown or a Japantown type area.
So
But as far as in the comics, outside of that, I genuinely can't remember right
okay,
now.
so the reason I bring it up and ask specifically, so like let's put Chuck aside, because if Chuck did, then everything I'm about to say is irrelevant, but I wouldn't fight against it because Chuck already did it. But so this stuck out to me because Little Tokyo, and then I start looking around at, you know, especially the skyline in this shot on this page, very lights, futuristic neon. Are Fraction and Jimenez finally building like that foundation of this is where Beyond comes from, right? Because remember, Beyond gets all super Japanesey.
Yeah,
lights,
it does.
Buildings go up rather than like out. So I'm like, I'm not saying they're gonna do anything Beyondy, but this is them going sort of like, here's our jump pad, guys. If you really want to ever go do a Batman Beyond thing, here's your
Dude.
Your
Give me a
transition.
Fraction and Jimenez Batman Beyond.
The gadget panels and play alone, I don't think I could handle it. Like I would have that issue in my hands, like folded like a girl, like giggling schoolgirl, like
right. Is this what a hot flash feels like, ladies?
right? Yes,
over
exactly.
40,
That's exactly.
right? Like
if you say Fraction Jimenez Batman Beyond, I might I might just die. Like I might just be like, I don't know how to react.
Just thinking about it is making me want to reread Colin Kelly's Batman
yes. Oh my god, the like one good actual series they did of it.
Yeah.
Subhuman says Judd Winnick might have done it. It does, like, that's why I asked Andrew, because it does feel like something that could have been done before by many writers. Chuck's probably the best example, but you know, I could see it from Winnick. I could easily actually see this from like Loeb back in, you know, like Dead Sundays. But my point was like, if nobody has, and this is the first time we're seeing it, I would give credit to Fraction and Jimenez for finally going like, let's talk about this. Let's not just, you know, it happens, yay. Like it becomes, where does all the Japanese come from? I don't know. Hit next episode. But yeah, we did all that. We land. We are okay. This was the only part that felt weird to me, Andrew, because they slam. He like keeps going, and then in that middle, what is that? I guess that'll be panel 6, like that middle panel. It's like that looks like the car is like sputtering out, but then it hits that like dumpster with like way more force than the art would have implied. Do you get that, or am I just like, do I read this wrong? Uh-oh. Oh shoot, who?
Oh, I don't know why I was muted.
Oh, I thought I pulled out my headphone cord, and I'm like, that's
No, you're
very much
good.
more possible.
It's possible, yeah. Um, I think what this is the case of even the best artists will sometimes make mistakes,
Yeah.
because I think what is happening here is the car is moving, but it's moving at a much slower pace up through that sixth panel. But then the extra speed lines that we have on the car here on the bottom panel, panel
Right.
7, that makes
You
it
know what? You might
appear that it's moving with far more acceleration
that,
than
and
it
then
actually
the
is.
automatopoeia, like crack, ooh,
Yeah.
like that's way bigger. Like you could do like a crack or like a boom or
Or
like a
like a
smash
crunch
or a
or
crunch,
something like
right?
that.
But
Yeah.
like that crack boom made me just felt way stronger. So yeah,
That feels like we're going like 65 miles an hour instead of 16. Right?
I honestly thought like that last panel was going to be one of those like jokes where, you know, the car like sputters out and they both go like,
Yeah.
"Oh, do we get out?" or whatever, and then like I don't know, the wheels fall off or whatever, the door falls off its hinges.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm glad
As opposed to as that last panel looks, you feel like the page turn is going to have you like see both of them flying through the windshield and Bruce having to like catch and hold her
right.
as they're flying out and then roll safely to a stop.
But
Right.
instead we do get that more subdued sort of like, ugh, like it still hurts, it's still bad, but they're
Yeah.
not like smacking into it. But here is where we get our latest new Matt Fraction Jimenez villain, Lady Lady Death. It's here, Lady Deathman. That's right, because she is just a female take on the villain from the Batman manga, like the old one from like the 30s, where he fought Lord Deathman, who was literally just like a guy in a skull costume. It's very, you know, Japanese, like Kamen Rider Super Sentai style, but that is who she is. I don't think this is a race, like a gender swap per se. I think this is probably going to be like a disciple or somebody who studied under him, because I don't think, I don't know why you would like gender swap him of all people, and B, he's got such like a cool design. I feel like there's those holdouts of Silver Age people who like at DC who are going to be like, no, guy in just like a crazy skull helmet, like leave it, that we can work with that. But like with whatever that like Taurus guy was, we get her introduction. I didn't really care.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of these new villains just haven't done enough of anything yet to like really be latched onto them. Like their designs are cool,
Their
but
designs
as
are
far as like
cool.
their involvement in the story, we don't have much to work with yet.
Right. And like yeah, again, like she's cool right here. I like the cutting swords or whatever, like the laser like cut through swords or whatever. It's just she shows up and then she's gone, and it's like, okay, great. I'll find this random encounter. I'll find Suikun like, you know, somewhere else in like 3 months. Who knows? But another great like Bruce moment where you know, they get confronted. They're up against the wall. Dr. Zeller is kind of like, you know, what, like she actually kind of looks like she's stepping up a little bit, which is not necessarily like she knows what she's doing, but just that sort of instinct, right? And that feels very her from what we know of her. She rushes into, you know, or not rushes in, but as, you know, Lady Deathman move like gets into her stance, Bruce just chucks her. He just takes Katie he takes Zeller and he throws her all the way into that trash can, just like a perfect like hook. And then, oh man, like I'm not a big fan of like, oh, you barely survive by like the MacGuffin item type things like this. So like this was probably the weakest part of the issue for me, where it's like she holds up the present. Oh, you barely, like, I'd have liked to see her like duck, right? Like that's who she is. She would duck, and minor thing, not really that big of a deal. But from there, we get Bruce, like, obviously he threw her so she couldn't protect her and couldn't see what's going on. And he starts going Batman. He starts just like cut like kung fu, karate. We get a new gadget update from Fraction about his like body armor, which is I did like the little bit here because it says like, you know, pass through haptic input density, like greater than 0.4 decitex or whatever. moisture wicking. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I love that little bit right there, moisture wicking. That's what sold me.
Right, me too. I was like, yep, Bruce, I get you, Bruce. But then a pretty decent fight that does not last for 8 pages. We actually get, like, how do I put this? Like, I was gonna say she's kind of like a Kamen Rider villain, because she's there, these motorcycle gang guys show up and they're like, oh, we hate you too, and she sort of like disappears into a flock of ravens, almost like Dracula in Castlevania, which is like,
oh yeah,
like, interesting. I like that visual. I could get behind that. We then learn, as they like sort of get out of the situation, we learn that the present Bruce got Zeller was this, what is it? It's a titanographene, which is like the most expensive or a very expensive element. I don't know if it's new or not. It probably isn't, and I probably just blanked, but that's what it was. And I did like the little bit where, like, this line, like, ladies and gentlemen, like, fellas,
and this was great.
Take fucking notes. Like, Bruce, my God. So Zeller goes like, what was that? He says, it was a cube of titanographene. And she's like, what? Excuse me? Like, even a fragment is worth a fortune, and I left it in the dumpster. Bruce goes,
he says, I have a fortune.
What I don't have
is
another
another view.
Oh, man.
It's like, oh, my man.
Again, cheesy, but guys, like, it's gonna work. Like, it worked on me. I'm swooning for Bruce here. Like, that is so smooth. But then, from there, we get them kind of just like, running. They're going out into the Gotham streets. This is where that line happens, because they see a fire escape ladder, and she goes, yeah, I can't climb those in heels. And Bruce goes, ugh. And what? Skirt, heels. You absolutely thought this was a date, right? Like, and she keeps insisting, like, it's not a, you really work out. Like, I loved that, like, little transition, because if you were, like, physically hugging on Bruce, you would start feeling all of the bat muscles, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's because of your work. You work out because of my work. And then in the car, you ask, why is this happening? Like, just a really good little, like, human interaction here. And it's this bit that I'm like, I like her. I really, really like her with Bruce.
Girl, you don't wear that skirt if it's not a date.
That's right. No, she knew. Look at that MJ Gomez level, right? Like,
that is hanging on for dear life. God bless her.
That after this is how Absolute Bruce became Absolute Bruce.
God bless you.
He just
Jorge Jimenez,
went up and down the ladder carrying Zeller, Absolute Zeller all the time. But as we get to the top, Lady Deathman reappears, obviously for another round. I liked this little shit. Like, this is such a good Batman line, right? Like, he goes like, oh, cute trick, but I'm not some, like, nobody killer. And she goes, no, you're not. I wonder, like, I wonder what you are when you're not this. And he goes like, come here, I'll show. And I'm just like, God, Bruce, this is a cool Bruce. Like, this is the Batman I think we all think of, not the, like, angry identity crisis Batman or any of that kind of stuff. Like, this Batman
right now,
so hard.
What DC is doing between Fraction on the main Bat book and Scott Snyder doing Absolute Batman is we're getting, like, I dare say, we'll just take it as it is. I'll just say perfected opposite ends of the spectrum for Batman, right? Of where like the characters could or should rest, right? So this isn't the Golden Age, right? This isn't Adam West. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. But that perfect, not super, not grimdark,
but
like can still have the lighthearted, but also mix in the serious. And then with Absolute Batman, it's like way more serious.
Well, that's
way more dark, but it's still somehow not as dark as the stupid edgelord Batman that we got in the 2000s.
Well, that's what I was going to say about Scott Snyder, is that with Absolute Batman, I think what he's doing is he's like, I hear all those people who go, I want a grim, darker Batman. I want, like, Batman would be more brutal. Like, he would be, a little more hard and rougher around the edges. And Scott goes, all right, I can see that, but he's still Batman, right? Like, he keeps that core. And a lot of
Yeah.
writers abandon that core.
Yeah, if you abandon the
Snyder.
core, that's when you lose the character.
Because
right?
that's when you just start getting like, oh, you're a Punisher, right?
Yeah,
Batman
you're Punisher
should never
wearing Batman
like,
outfits.
like if I were like WB or the estate of like Bill Finger, I would have like sued and cut everything from WB and been like, I'm giving all this shit to Marvel. The second somebody brought me a script and it said Batman goes into a fucking jail cell and like tortures somebody and brands them, like
brands them,
get war crimes,
and,
like no, like,
and in the same script he kills people in a warehouse.
And
in that warehouse, everybody's like, "Oh, this is the greatest Batman scene ever." No, it's a Punisher scene.
It is a great action scene. It's not a good Batman scene. Just like
it's an awful Batman scene.
Just like
it's a good
Knight,
Punisher
right?
scene.
Good movie. Terrible Batman movie. Like terrible Batman movie. But what's not terrible is as they rush to fight, we finally, I don't think we've seen him in this book yet. So like we finally, like everybody is here now, but Damian drops in. We get another. Okay.
We saw Damian briefly.
Right. We just talked about it on the car, right? Like when they were, but that was when also briefly.
When he was teaching Tim how to drive.
How to drive. Yeah. Right. Oh, and it wasn't even the Batmobile. They were on like Tim's like beater car or whatever. That's what it was. You're right. Fine. This is the first time we see him suited up. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I'm still technically correct. But he arrives on the scene. He basically throws out a bunch of like little lightning rods down onto the ground, generator points, and he kind of sets up like an electrified field. Andrew, I know you're like a Naruto guy to an extent. I know you like anime as well. Did you catch this shit? Like, this felt very Naruto inspired to me because Damian, like, he drops. Oh my, where am I going here? Thank you. He like drops everything, right? Like he throws it all down, ching, 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 ching. And then how does he summon the lightning? He like taps it.
Yeah.
No obvious like ninjutsu hands, but I was like, that is, if not like.
That was absolutely Jimenez leaning into the fact that he's a fan of Naruto.
Oh, 1,000%. And you know what? I think it on like, and this is me like,
because those are basically all the kunai on the ground,
right? Exactly. Right? That's exactly it. Yep. And then you have your kunai, and then you do your special like lightning jutsu or whatever. I like this even in the sense of like that feels right for Damian. Even like yes, Damian's
it feels right for Damian
shit.
Raised by the League of Shadows.
Yes, all that. But I mean, in the sense of like he's still like a 10-year-old boy. He would absolutely love Naruto, and you know he's so cocky. He's not like a Tim. He would definitely take every opportunity to be like, oh, I can do that. Like, just to put a pizzazz on it, right? Like, I can entertain himself, essentially. So, I was like, all right. We already had the father-son Kamehameha. Now we've got the, damn it, what is Kakashi's move? The lightning one?
Lightning Blade?
No, the one where he, like, holds the ball. Like, it's this very early one. It's not Lightning Blade.
I mean, Kakashi uses Lightning Blade. That's his main thing.
Blade? No, he doesn't make a sword though. Isn't it just like his hand?
I mean, he calls it Lightning Blade.
No, wrong.
Or at least in the dub, it's Lightning Blade. Chidori is Sasuke's.
Yeah, Chidori is Sasuke's, and then Rasengan is Naruto.
Is Naruto's, yeah.
I feel like that maybe you are right, and I think we're talking about the same move. I couldn't tell you if like that's the name I remembered it by or whatever, and just over time I lost
it. Kakashi teaches it to Sasuke, but Sasuke perfects it.
He perfects it right before, like in that final pre-Shippuden fight where they blow each other's arms off. So yeah, I think we're talking about the same move. I probably just didn't have the blade. Who knows? It's just one of those. We're old now. I don't even care. Get me my oatmeal. But this is, again, we get all those really good, we get more Matt Fraction gadget updates, but we also get, so basically Damian, the Oho, she flies away. Damian goes like, yeah, of course I got this. Like, you know how I do, father. Who's still on the roof? But Dr. Zeller.
Dr. Zeller. And father.
Dude, like, I love
this. Just got so much more interesting.
The expressions,
and it was already
here,
interesting,
dude. The expressions of like Bruce is pissed, and you can
Bruce
tell
is
like,
pissed.
and Damien,
Zeller's like, what?
she's like
And
genuinely
Damien's like,
confused.
crap.
And Damien's like,
'Cause-
oh, I'm not getting a present for Christmas. Like,
Because you can just
oof.
tell that Damien is seeing his father with one eye and Zeller with the other right now, and realizing how he
Like-
just messed up.
and like, and this is the day, to your point, like, this is the League of Assassins, Dame. Like, he's probably like,
Yeah.
oh my, like, I've lost myself to the point where I just blew all of this. Like, holy
How
crap.
often does Bruce's cover get blown?
Never?
Virtually never.
I can't think of any.
It's so exceedingly rare.
I think the closest, didn't like Lex have it, like, he knew his identity, but he was blackmailing him during his presidency? He was like, I know who you are, like, stay out of my
sounds
way.
right, yeah.
I think that's as far as we got with him. Yeah, he
And Lex is one of the most brilliant minds on the planet, so
with the most
like,
resources too. Like, of course,
yeah,
if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Lex or it's gonna be Ross.
like he has Wayne Tech level resources as with LexCorp, right? So it's like, fine, that fair.
Yeah,
But otherwise, just somebody else.
so-
This just got so much more interesting because now I'm curious because you can't play that off.
there is
right?
there
If
is
you're
no
Bruce,
playing
there's
this off.
no scenario where Bruce tries to go, I didn't know my son was Robin, right?
or
Like,
try to
come
play off
on,
like,
man.
what, you mistake me for somebody else. Like, it's
Right. It just doesn't work that way. Because then you take two looks at the two of them, you're like, of course they're related.
and also like Bruce has kind of already blown it right here, right? Because he goes father, and he is actively reacting like,
Yeah.
you blew it.
He's
If-
not hiding his reaction.
But if
at
he'd have been
all.
like if he was still like reserved, like, what do you mean? Maybe like a chance, but
yeah.
but again, like, Zeller is way too smart for this, which is what I love.
Yeah, they're
like,
they're failing the sell right here, right?
Which is-
both Bruce and Damien are absolutely like, if there needed to be another level of cover blown, they just did it
yeah, like it is
with their reactions to
yeah,
each other.
exactly.
Like, that's a father son. You screwed up, boy.
It's that thing like you see it in the movies or whatever. It's like, did you do this? No, I was over there. Oh, so you did this? No, I was there that night. You just confessed to it or whatever. Like the wordplay type thing. And yeah, so check this out. I saw on Twitter the main like discourse. People hated this. They were like, why would you do Damien dirty like that? He's not that stupid. And I'm like, what
Damien
image?
has made stupid decisions in
That's
the
like
comics
that's the entire
for,
defining thing about
like,
him.
2 decades.
Like, that's his flaw, right? Is like, yes, he is the son of Batman and the daughter of Talia, raised by the League. He's a cocky little shit who gets too cocky, right?
He's
like,
the greatest fighter out of all of the Robins, but he's not the smartest.
he's not the smartest.
He's not an idiot, but he makes dumb decisions.
I mean, think of it this way.
Because he's cocky.
Think about it. What we were just talking about with the car driving, right? Like, Damien theoretically should have known, like, this could happen. He could buck me. Like, I understand physics. He's too concerned about, pissing on Tim. Like, he's cocky. And so Tim gets a one-up on him. So, like, this feels completely natural, and it feels
or Dick could.
fun. Or Dick could. Like, anybody could have at that point, right? Like, Jason probably could have if he was not currently burning in a warehouse somewhere in the Middle East. But yeah, like, I'm really excited about this. I know you're still hesitant, and I get why, but like, to take a position here, but I really don't want her to be a villain. Like, I know you don't want to like even like entertain the idea, but like, I can't keep help doing it because like, she's so good. This is a good love interest for Bruce. I want Zeller forever. Like,
this is way more interesting than the stupid the Caped Crusader is with a freaking thief.
Yes, right? Like,
who's an actual
unrepentant active thief, right? Like, who constantly goes and teams up with the supervillains all the time, right?
Yeah,
sure, she's hot and she can kill and she can take out the Flashes all at once, but is that enough for a relationship? We're not. You can't bring up Catwoman and not talk about our favorite scene ever written.
I hate Tom King with every fiber of my being.
And yet he's writing everything. But that is where we leave off on not absolute Batman, regular Batman, which for the first time in a long time is really, really good again, right? Like, I'm with you. This was my book of the week. Like, it's my top series right now, probably. One of them outside of the absolutes.
It's probably my top one from DC right now. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, it's
I love the Absolute Trinity books. But this one, like, Matt Fraction and Jimenez, man, they're just knocking it out of the park.
They know what they're doing here. And you picked the right team. You picked the right time. I don't know. Like, just, again, like we've been saying all show, like, DC, you know what you're doing right now. Like, keep it
just
up.
Don't drop the ball, please.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, do not fumble this. I know it's there. I know the potential is there. Don't do it. But drop something there. All right. With Batman, anything left to say on Bruce and Damian and Zeller before we get out of here and we check in on them next month?
Nah, just that I'm bummed. I looked on Amazon. The trade doesn't come out until June.
For volume 1?
Volume 1 of this run.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, if it's a
That's way too
6-issue
much.
arc, like, this was issue 5. So
Right.
unless it's longer than 6 issues for the arc, because you would figure 6th issue would come out in February, right? And then give them a month, and then the trade comes out, or 2 months, right?
And I'd even give them like issue 7, because that's where some storylines can go to a 7 reasonably.
Lately, we've been having some more variants where it hasn't been necessarily a hard 6.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. You know, how much time do you need to tell the story properly?
Yeah.
Right? Don't leave me feeling chinsed out. I don't want to feel rushed, but also don't let it drag out. So what's the optimal,
like where do we
amount of
go
issues
here?
you need? That's what an arc should be, right? And if that means that some are 5 issues and some are 7, fine. That's fine.
But even with that, because like even if it went to 7, that means it comes out in March. Give it a month, like April.
That's
for
another
that month.
3 months before
that
the
is,
trade.
You and I were just talking about how like on point they've been with the absolute like books. Like they get them out right, pretty much like when they wrap.
Yeah,
and that's like part of how you and I got onto this current discussion of like DC's killing it right now, because we were like, that's how you do it. Why would you do? That's so confusing.
I don't get it.
I genuinely wish I had like a print contact or something, because my goodness, I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, I definitely want to grab the trade for this hardcover omnibus. Like, I want this. Like, this is I'm gonna grab the hardcover. This is a good run. I hope this becomes like one of those runs that in like 20-30 years, all the creators, like movie creators, shows, video games, are like,
it's what they base their adaptations
we went back,
off of.
we took some inspiration from Hush, or we took some inspiration from this, but our main thing was that Matt Fraction Batman. Like, you do that, yeah. I'm in immediately. Yeah. I'm here for it. But let's see. Goodbye. We'll say goodbye to Batman, because you know what? Never my favorite superhero. He sucks eggs. Let's get to the actual goat himself.
Superman sucks eggs.
Batman sucks eggs. You're the best. Yes. All right, guys. I know it has. I think it's been a little while since we've actually touched on Absolute Superman. I think
probably has been.
I think the last time we touched on this book was the very beginning of the Battle of Kansas, where with the diner scene. Remember where we thought all the Smallville people were gonna like mob over Superman, but then they were like, nope, we're here to help. Thank you. Like, let me pay for your meal. So what we have missed in the interim has been both a little and a lot, because we had the entire Battle of Kansas, which was crazy in and of itself. Big confrontation with Ra's al Ghul. And like, it's big, but nothing within those events themselves are anything like, oh, he stabbed Ra's and this happened and we got to talk about that. It's just, it was a very straightforward fight. But
yeah, it was a pretty straightforward last couple of issues.
Which isn't bad. It's just, we don't have to sit here and try to force a recap. It's what you guys probably would have expected.
Well, they didn't try to overcomplicate it.
Right.
And it means that we don't have to try and overcomplicate and over-explain.
Which I think that's what you got to do with Jason Aaron is be like, don't get complicated. Keep it clean, Jason. Like, and then
Here's
he has
your
success.
lane, please stick to
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's where we are. But with all that, we pick up on Absolute Superman 15 in the aftermath of the Battle of Kansas. We now see Clark sort of picking up the pieces, trying to, now that he's sort of out in the open in public, trying to find his way as a superhero. Like, what does he do in, like, on Earth? Big philosophical Superman time, right? So we launch in and we see right away we've got Clark working back home at the Kent farm, which we do learn in this issue that apparently the Kents they had some relationship with him. I know they've been hinting at it, but here we finally learn that like they considered him his like their like active son, which
to where they left the farm to him.
They left the farm to him. They were talking about him to like the nurses and the orderlies at the care facility, which is I'm sure we'll get to it later, and I actually kind of like that we're not explicitly like blowing it up right now, but interesting turn, because I think up until this point it was sort of a question of whether like was he really like a person to them, or was he sort of like an angel in the night who like came to Martha and was like, you know, I find comfort with you even though your mind isn't here anymore or here anymore, right? Like, didn't know, but this one absolutely confirms it. We see working on the farm. He explains to Lana later that like he's gonna do it just like Pa Kent would have, no powers. So he's finally, you know, trying to find that humanity, if you will. He oh man, I hate that we don't have the reveal scene until later, because obviously, as we can all see, Soups is rocking a brand new costume. Well, newly colored costume. He's in his traditional big blues. Gone is the black from his last suit. Another change that isn't clear is that Soul, the AI in his cape, is dead. He is no longer there. He sacrificed himself to stop Brainiac during the battle. So what we have is we finally have like
the cape still functions mechanically,
but there is no brain in it. There's no
but
friend.
The AI
no
personality is
comfort.
no longer there.
He's like alone. But that's where that's part of this wrap up is he's alone, but he's also not. He's also coming into the world. He's, you know, showing himself to everybody. There's even that little great part here where, you know, he flies past the diner and somebody, like one of the patrons is just like, at this rate, he ain't never going to get that tractor fixed, right? Like they know him. He's coming out. Like, I really like that. But from there, we start seeing...
Yeah, they know he's Superman.
Right. And like, I kind of like it being that open city secret, right? Like, it's not broadcasted. They're not making news articles, but everybody in Kansas or in Smallville...
No, but Smallville
pretty much know, or like does know that that's who it is. So we see that now Superman has sort of dedicated himself to being like the quintessential Superman, I guess, that we would think of him. Like, he is everywhere. He's saving everybody. Like, he's trying his best to be at all of these places. And like, I love that the cape is, I like that cape functionality too. Like, it's like almost webby, like support. Like, that's really, really cool.
I was gonna say it's almost functioning kind of like symbiote.
Yes, very much like a symbiote. He's carnaging it up. We then see that he goes to confront the Toyman, or Absolute Toyman, I guess, who in this universe, still a toy maker, but very much, you know, uses slave labor, abuses his employees, undercuts them, does not care about the conditions.
Specifically child slave labor.
Child slave labor, right. And so Superman, this is not our Earth Prime Superman. He basically just rolls up to his like penthouse, burns it all away, and says, I'm watching you. Like, you're like, tell you and your friends those days are over. It's like, oh, holy, you are going to correct that imbalance, Toyman, or I will do it for you, right? Like, oh, this is a very different Superman. Like, even that shot right there, like, that's not him being evil, that's him being serious, but that's scary. Like, holy crap.
That'll make you pee your pants a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. So from there, we just get a quick little recap. He goes and sort of eulogizes Soul. Not a lot to do there. There is a sad moment here though, where he's like, I miss you, Saul. And then the cape goes like voice not like command not recognized, no program.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that hurts. But then
Yeah.
we see,
Because that was a cool and unique like change for this
where like
for this universe.
he is alone, but he still had like the computer, the spirit of Krypton, I guess, if you want to simplify it, around him, who cared about him.
Yeah.
And now he has no one. Like he
it was
knew.
kind of like well, it was so in Earth Prime we have Clark with the Fortress of Solitude, right? Where now in Absolute Universe, it was like he had his own Fortress of Solitude on the go,
Yes.
but Soul had more personality.
And he like
Right.
cared, like he would act like, I think there's a big thing to be said about like Soul was also the only person he could trust in like 100%.
Mhm.
Can't trust Lois yet. Can't trust Jimmy yet. Everybody he's like encountered has, you know, tried to manipulate him, whether Lazarus or like the Omega Men. So it's got to be rough. Like it's just compounding the Superman we already know. But from there, he flies over to Pakistan, where in the last issue he dropped off Vandal Savage for imprisonment. Which, okay, I need to bring that up with you. Did that not feel weird? That he just like left, like he doesn't cuff, like there's no super cuffs, there's no depower collar. He just drops him in the middle of like Pakistan, and then they do arrest him.
Like bro had superhuman
Bro
powers.
literally was just like punching Superman in the face.
Yeah.
Huh? So
it was that was a little odd to me.
I think
sure.
maybe, you know, another word bubble here or there, maybe explaining that, like making a connection between the Lazarus Pits and his powers, or I don't know, because I'm glad I wasn't alone on that. I thought that was a little rocky. But Superman, again, what we're saying with like Batman keeping the core, absolute Superman for all of his struggles, all of his, you know, inner turmoil, he's still Superman, because he comes to Pakistan, he goes to Roz, and he says, here is a book of prayers from the children who, or what was it? What does he say? Oh yeah. Prayers, mantras, poems written by children from the slums outside this jail. Written for you after their parents died in your copper mines or were beaten to death by your peacemakers. And he says, you are going to read this and you are going to take this in. That is your sentence. Of course, Roz, you know, he's like, oh, that's fucking pathetic. Like, screw you. And he's like, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to piss. Then there's a really good element here where he's like, I'm just going to use that as toilet paper. And Soups goes, you're not. And we find out that he's reading it to Roz. Like, he does not let it near Roz at all.
He actively goes to his cell on a, we could assume, daily or weekly basis, and he reads these to him.
Like, over and over and over, right? Like, at first, Roz laughs and mocks me as I read. After a few weeks of daily readings, the laughter ends, right? And then as this goes on, it actually works, which how do you feel about that? Like,
I mean, it starts to have an impact, but that could be a multitude of things. That could be a combination of it actually having a direct impact and there being a softening of the heart happening. That could be working in conjunction with the fact that he's no longer being stimmed by
the pits,
Lazarus, right? And so his body and his mind and everything is starting to deteriorate now, and so he's weaker. He doesn't have as much fight in him, so he can't really fight against having to receive
you know what?
Soups reading those prayers to him.
Okay, you just completely changed my mind on all of this, because I didn't even put together like the physical part about the Lazarus Pits. Why I brought it up is that I was like, it just seems like Roz would not do that. Like Roz was so unrepentant. Superman could do this forever. Maybe you'd soften him, but you'd never get him like that. But now that makes sense. He's feeble. He's weaker. I like it. I'm in.
He doesn't have the fight in him.
I'm right back into it. Awesome. Hell yeah, Andrew. So from there, we get another amazing scene where he goes to hang out or like talk to Lois, and he talks about, what was it? Oh, a fire in the Amazon that stretched
There was
for
a
20 miles.
wildfire
20
that
miles.
he inhaled.
And I love it. Like, I swallowed it. You swallowed a wildfire? As much as I could, yeah, right? And then I moved it to somewhere it could do some good. The Flint Hills in Kansas were due for a controlled burn. Like, that is awesome.
Wild,
that's so
man.
cool. Like,
that's some Superman stuff
that's like
right
next
there.
level Superman stuff. Like, that is so good. Oh my God. But then, yes, another great scene. So he's talking with Lois, and she's kind of trying to get him to be more public. You could be a hope, you could be an inspiration. And he's like, I don't know what I need. And she goes, you want to get a beer sometime? And he goes, where's Peoria? And he because he hears like an emergency or whatever, and so he shoots out of there, right? I bring that up specifically because then the next morning he's
in the very next
he's
scene.
back at the Kent farm, and Lana comes over. She brings him casserole, which I loved this detail, Andrew, where Midwest, Western, rural, like that's what you do in America, right? Like casseroles really help. It doesn't seem like it does, but they're hearty. They can feed you for a while. It takes so much stress when you're in a period of struggle or trouble. And so Lana shows up and she's like, I got more casseroles. And Clark's already got a bunch, but we know Clark doesn't eat. Like, he doesn't need to. He eats some. Yeah. So he goes, yeah, stack them up. I'm going to go take them to like starving kids in Sudan. Like, this Clark is like, oh my, like it's like he was raised by our Clark. You know what I mean? Like, it's so insane. But the reason
raised by the Kents for a little bit longer than maybe we were led to believe.
Maybe. You're right. I forgot my own little surprise moment. How could I do that?
That was your prelude.
I know. But so the reason I brought up the Lois moment is because when Lana's there, she goes, Clark, I know you got a lot to do, but like maybe you want to stop by the diner sometime. And he like rocks out, like he has to go do another emergency. But I was laughing at Andrew. I'm like, both of them tried to ask him out, and both of them got like not cold shouldered, but like to be continued. And
like
that's
I think he doesn't have much like in the way of social skills.
I don't.
He's been living as a loner for years.
Oh, he definitely is not picking up the signals, right? Like that's and I kind of love it, but it's still funny. Like Lois tried, and then Lana tried. Like the women want him, bitch fear him. Like is basically like what we're doing like right here. But as I know you loved this, I love this too. If we had a different thumbnail layout, maybe I could have included the word bubbles. But as Clark takes off, Lana's looking up and goes, I like the new look, Clark Kent. Black was never your color. It's such
Amen.
Right? Just like a simple, just thank you. Like, obviously what Andrew and I are talking about is like the insistence on like the evil suitses and the black suits and all of that stuff. Like freaking the Justice League movie, right? Like where Snyder put him in that. It's tired. It barely worked when you put him in the Kryptonian recovery suit.
Right.
It barely worked when
that barely worked for about 5 minutes.
And it was specifically because it was functional, right? Like you're going into a recovery chamber, put on your like hospital dress. Made sense. Everything else since then never makes sense to put him in black. It made sense here, obviously, in Absolute because of the struggling and
to the start,
right, exactly. But this is right. Like this is Superman, right? Like put him in the blue. He's still got the
black
firearms.
Is what his class of people back on Krypton wore, right?
Yep, the labor guilds or whatever they were. Or,
the labor guild. But now he needs to embody hope, and if he's going to do that and embrace that, he needs to embrace some brighter colors.
Well, he's also embracing like Earth finally. Right? Like he's like, I know Krypton's gone, Soul is gone. This is my home now. Who like and we see in that little box like Martha was clearly at some point making him a suit or designing something, whether it's pajamas like for a little kid or whatever. So you get that little touch of like he's doing the thing. He's adopting, like the Kents adopted him. He's taking his two families and like merging their values and stuff into who he is. And off into the sky he goes for just, I love it. I love it. Did you also notice that the S is slightly different? So check this out.
Yeah, it adds the
little hooks.
little- yeah,
Yep. I was like, that's a very
to
good
be
little
to be a little more classic suits.
handwriting.
Just a teeny bit.
Just a teeny bit. And I'm like, that is so good. Like, you guys are so smart right here. This part, okay, I wanted to point out this panel because with all the talk of him, you know, going around the world and solving all these problems, they do, like, there is a recognition right here where Superman says, you know, like, I know I can't be everywhere, but I try. Miles away, a car goes off an embankment. Passengers have only a second to react. Feels obscene to listen. Feels more obscene not to. And like that, right? Like that to me is so Superman right there.
That's a pretty deep Superman line.
And that's
honestly.
like, that's one of those weights that we don't consider all the time. Like, yes, we know he has his hearing and blah, can't be everywhere at once. But when you see it like that, like he's actively hearing a group of people in a car careening to their deaths, and he cannot do anything about it because he has to save that boat. He's in the middle of saving that boat. If he lets that go, they're all dead. So yeah, man, like that part hit me. I was just like, wow. Like
that's
you
heavy.
don't like this Superman doesn't deserve it. Like he feels so young and innocent. Like I feel so bad for him. But then
he feels like he's still Superboy.
a little bit because oh man, like even this fucking part where again we're just seeing montages of Superman being Superman. There's a there's a child in Thailand, body riddled with cancer. No family. She doesn't want to die alone staring at. Can you imagine a child thinking that? Like that is like I'm getting like choked up a little. Like that is awful. But Superman makes sure she doesn't. Right? Like fuck. It's so and then
that's a Superman. This issue was filled with Superman moments.
Oh my god, it's so like again. And then speaking to like the James Gunn movie, you know that whole bit where everybody was upset, like, oh, he's human, he cries, like what a loser. Right here, after the child dies in my arms, I spend the next hour alone in the stratosphere, screaming so loud it knocks satellites from orbit. Yes, that's Superman. Like he's still human. He just does
everybody who's
scale.
Not a Superman fan fails to remember the man part of that word.
He's not Kal-El. Like and that's I mean this one was going by Kal-El in the early stages of the story, right? So like he is Clark Kent, and then just the yelling out loud, like so good. But this is okay, so I tagged you earlier and I was like, did you read Absolute Superman yet? No, I haven't. Good. I didn't want to like bust what I wanted to talk about. As we get to the end of the issue, we see obviously Ra's is starting to break, but then Superman is in the stratosphere. He is screaming. He's just, letting it all out. Hawkman, I love this because it's just like, hey, can you imagine being like Superman? I fly. Nobody else does this. I am up in like my secret like retreat, and some dude just goes, hey, and like it's not even like aggressive. Like what the hell are you doing? It's like what the hell are you doing? Like I loved it. Obviously this is Hawkman, Ultimate Hawkman or Absolute. We've seen him. He's very much a bad guy, but I just love
he literally bashed.
Oh yeah, Ollie to like
head in.
Like smashed it in.
He killed Ollie.
But then
he killed Absolute Ollie.
I just love the little like, hey, what are you doing? Right? Like just very almost nonchalant about it. And that's what I wanted to bring up to you because I was like, I laughed really hard when I turned the page.
That was a funny end.
What are you doing?
The issue.
I even forgot about this. So one quick page epilogue is after the fight at Kansas. Brainiac is just walking, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Like, it's weird, but like, ask yourselves, guys, what would you do if you saw this thing walking down the street? Even me, like, I think you and I both want to say we'd have bravado, but you and I would both be like, let's keep, like, just go.
Yeah,
just
I'm
go.
good. I'm going
just
this way.
Just go. I don't know. And we're not going to talk about that for like 10 years, right? Like, no. But, what's her name? Talia reaches out to him, says, hey, Lazarus Corp, you're under our employ, get back here. And he goes, no, I'm done. This is my resignation. See you later. And he starts walking towards the Luthor house, which I think, okay, did we not see something either in a preview or in an issue that like the Luthers are like superheroes, like the pulpy like Rocketeer type superheroes? Didn't we see
I
that?
don't remember that. I do remember, however, one of the issues Brainiac was looking because Brainiac was oh my gosh. Brainiac was studying, I think he was like studying other realities, other multiverses, and he came across Lex Luthor's name, and so he looked up Lex Luthor in this world.
I just looked it up. You're close. What it was it was an Absolute Evil, where they were like, we like remember because he was spying through
That's right.
Hector Hammond's eyes, right? Like or no, through Roz's
Yeah.
eyes into that meeting, and then he's like, oh, I have somebody who can help us. And remember, it's that last page of like, this is Lex Luthor speaking, and he's got like the red hair and the beard and the wife or
Yeah.
whatever. So, okay, you're right. That is where we've seen him. No hero details, but that's where he's going. You're right. There's the connection. So we'll see. I have real no opinion on this aside from the fact that like I feel bad for those two kids who just see like crazy half like open brain scary man.
Well, the way, especially in that second to last panel that he's drawn, he has a Joker face there.
Very, very Jokery.
With the longer nose, very narrow face.
I'm glad you brought that up because this is a crack theory and it might pan out, probably won't, but hear me out. Like, this is where I was letting my mind wander. Because I noticed that too. I was like, oh, that's like big, like killing Joker, like very Jokery. We know that this world is, or this universe is centered on Omega, right? It's Darkseid's will. And we know from Absolute Evil, Joker, like he talks about, like, this universe is fundamentally slanted towards evil. Like, it goes that way at all times. What, like, I don't know how I would feel about it, but what if what they're playing with is, like, at the core, if everybody is just allowed to go deep and dark for, like, a long enough time, you start getting into like that Joker area. Not necessarily the full mentality of like, I'm going to be crazy, but you know, the unhinged, I can do whatever I want. Like, I'm Brainiac, right? So I have no idea if that's anything, but I was with you. I was like, that's too hard of a Joker, like, shot.
Yeah. The likeness there is
like turn him white there and you've got Joker.
Yeah.
Hell, you've got Death in the Family Joker right there. Like 100%, even with the brain scalping, right? Like that's him. But that is where we end on Absolute Superman. So I love this issue. Again, it's peaks like Superman. I'm glad to see the blue suit is finally here. I actually didn't know if we were gonna get one. Right? And
I wasn't sure.
I would have been fine with it because Absolute, but like this is
I'm glad
good.
that we did.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we got our full suit.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Love it. But as you guys all probably tagged a second ago, that was like the deepest on-stream yawn I've ever heard from Andrew. So I know you've been slammed today. We've been going for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Let's get your butt out of here. Andrew, what's going on? Where should people hang out with you? Where can they find you? What do you got going on?
Well, a few things. You should absolutely check out Mary's and my new Harry Potter channel that we have over on Room of Requirement, where we do Harry Potter deep dives into the lore. We've got a dozen or almost a dozen videos up there so far.
4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. Or, well, that's a trailer.
Dude,
so,
gosh, really?
oh, wait, these are all upcoming.
Okay,
a lot of these are upcoming, but they're ready. They're in the pocket. They're in the pocket.
Yeah, a bunch of them are uploaded. Several are already live, so that people can check them out. They're a ton of fun to make. Mary is a massive, massive Harry Potter fan, as am I. And as you can see by parts of my background, a lot of which was contributed to by her. It's just been a fun ride, and we're hoping to make something out of it as the reboot franchise or reboot for
Series,
HBO Max comes. Yeah. And yeah, please check that out.
Look at
Subscribe
the multiverse
if you're
of
a Harry Potter
Voldemort.
fan. If you're a Harry Potter fan, definitely check it out. Leave a comment. hit like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff.
Oh, we're not subscribed
as
from
I
we're not subscribed from the Foil Variant channel? How is that possible?
Wow.
You dropped the ball on that one, okay?
I guess I did. Yeah, I guess I did. That's on me.
Over there now.
Don't forget, for only $8, you can grab the standard cover of RIPPAVERSE number 5, which features my debut, my comic book writing debut, and comic book character creation debut with Blue Shift here. This is my boy. I had a ton of fun creating this. I hope you enjoy it. And that's really all
And
I've got.
I have read, even though I don't have it, I have read Blue Shift. Okay, I've heard all of your titles and I screw them up in orders. So
Tryouts.
Damn it, I was gonna say it too. I'm good now. I have at least Tryouts down. I've read Tryouts. It is very good. I'm excited, like objectively, friendship aside, all that stuff. Like, I mean, I would love to see more of it and like really see it interact with all the rest of the Rippaverse. Like, that's what I'm kind of really excited for. But yeah, guys, check it out. Well worth your money. Yeah, it's Andrew. If you're here, you know him. He's great. Go. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to comic books. Go do that.
He tries to.
He does. I'm so sad I didn't have time today, Andrew, but I have the clip ready to make it like a graphic, the red letter media, the like, you take my words and you summarize them so succinctly.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
appreciate you so much for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, Blue Shift, Dokuman Andrew, Twitch everywhere, you know all that. All the links are down there. Aside from that, boundingintocomics.com for... Oh my, I have not done a sign off in so long, I don't remember how it goes. Boundingintocomics.com every day for new news. Check it out. Saturday, Good Map Ugly. Next week, we'll be back on the video game streaming schedule. And yeah, happy to be back. Happy to be talking comic books again. I think we're going to have a lot, at least in this early part of the year, I feel like we've got a lot to do. We've got Ultimates. We've got Absolute ramping up. It's going to be a good year, guys. So, with that, I guess we will see you for the next week in the new year. I'm doing a terrible sign off now. It'll never get better. Goodbye. Andrew said goodbye to everybody before. Yay!
God bless and Godspeed.
Never before have we had greater face a complex, rapidly changing world. Think of it a moment.
It is a world in which supersonic speeds are commonplace. It is a world that has seen the coming of the atomic bomb. It has seen the rise of the total state, the dictator, and the mass man. It is a world of new sensations, new excitements, new distractions.
So much to be learned by so many in so little time.
And I suppose you're here with no agenda, as per usual?
On the contrary, I'm here for comics. What kind of man are you anyway? I'm talking comics and you bring up chicks and romance?